All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you, and we welcome everybody here, including the Muslims, to be with us, and let us see if who is here is holding the truth. Just by the way, I have received a challenge from a Muslim gentleman. His name is Khan. I think he's from India, and he offered me a challenge in Facebook and Skype. Actually, I just saw this challenge from him, and right now he is with me live on air. We will take him in a minute. I see his text is saying that Allah says if you have adopted in this produce one chapter. So this is his challenge. Before we start, please invite your friends so everybody will hear this nice debate, as long as we have Mr. Khan with us, and look like he is a person who knows how to answer the questions and how to prove to us that Islam is coming from a divine God. So please share with everybody and invite your friends, and let us see what Mr. Khan want to say to us. Are you with me, Mr. Khan?
Yeah, I am. What's your name?
My name is a Christian Prince. I thought you know who I am, right?
No, I do not know who you are. It's my first time seeing you.
So how you get to know me? I mean, why you text me in Skype?
Okay, basically, there's a person named Sammy Sampson in YouTube. He just makes videos in a room. Like he just talks about stuff, and he's never done a debate in his life. So I wrote in a comment that show up for a debate, show up for an argument, and he doesn't even do any arguments. Then after I got the message from Warrior who was saying come for a debate, and he told you your Skype, and I said I accept this challenge.
All right. So okay, no problem. You're welcome, Mr. Khan. So how you can prove to me that Allah is a true God? How you can prove that to me?
Okay, so first of all, Allah is also mentioned in the Bible. When you open the Gospel, when you open the Gospel, it says, Eli, Eli.
And your God, his name is Eli? Your God, his name is Eli? Where you can find that in the Quran?
Okay, isn't Eli and Allah if someone shouts it like
no,
Jesus
Allah is different. No. Allah is something and Eli is something else. You need to prove it to me. So, what Eli? First of all, Khan. First of all, listen. First of all,
Khan, let me make my point.
Khan. Who told you first that even Eli is a name of God? Is Eli a name of God? Is Eli a name of God? I'm asking you.
You started already. You're not letting me make my point. So
I will make you make a point, but you just said something funny. Is Eli a word mean God, or it is a name of God? I'm asking you. I want to learn from you. Khan. You mentioned something. We don't want to jump over. We don't want to jump over it. You see, for me, learn about me. I don't let things go. You say something, I will hold you with it right away. You say something, Khan. I am the kind. If you say something, and I want you to do the same to me. I want you to do the same to me. So I'm asking you now, is Eli, is a word mean God, or it is a name of God? Is Eli, don't jump. Is Eli a word mean God, or it is a name of God?
Okay, what's the what did Jesus call God? Tell me.
This is not, I'm asking you. Don't change the question now. Don't change the question. You mentioned Eli. You mentioned Jesus yourself. Eli is a word mean. Eli is a word mean God. Eli is a word mean God. It's not a name of God. Now, can you find me the word Eli exists in your Quran?
You're giving me a subjective perception, which is not even with the scripture. So tell me, what did Jesus call as God? That's the main question.
This is a word mean God. This is a word mean God. Okay, can you show me one translation? It says that the word will. You are the one who mentioned something. You have to prove it to me. Where in the Christian Bible it says that the word Eli is a name of God? Where in the Christian Bible it says that the word Eli is a word which is a name of God? Can you show me that?
Okay, I'll show you.
Okay, show me. I'm listening.
It's enough. I'll show you the reference as well.
Do you need to call a friend?
Wait, hold on 1 second. So the Testament also says Elo and Ela in the English Bible.
So this is the word mean God. This is the word mean God. Okay, this is not a name, my friend. This is not a name. The question is, we know where Eli come in. Let me teach you something. Let me teach you something, Khan. Khan, let me teach you something. Let me teach you something. Okay, if we go and read the verse in the Bible, what that word means? What that word mean? Okay, I'm asking you, is it a name or it's a God? Why you don't want to answer? Is that a word? Is that a word mean it's a name? I want a final answer from you. I want, listen, no, I will not let you finish. Here, you see, I am a Christian prince. I don't just debate like others. I hold you with your words. You are a man. I am a man. You are not a kid. So you say to me, Eli is the name of Allah. Is your God Allah? His name is Eli. Where do you get from? You know what? Let me make a challenge for you. Let me make a challenge for you. Can you prove to me once in the Quran the word Eli is appearing? Can you show me the word? If the word Eli is the name of Allah. Listen, Khan. Listen, we're not kids. We can't debate by shouting. We can't debate by shouting. People, they want to hear your answer. I'm trying just to get an answer from you. Don't just shout. Can you show me one verse in the Quran? It says that Allah, His name is Eli. I want to see it. Can you show me one verse in the Quran? Where in the Quran we can find Allah saying, my name is Eli? You Muslims have 99 names for Allah. Listen, this is a challenge. I want to show everybody that you Muslims, especially from India and Pakistan, you have no idea what I'm talking about. You have 99 names. Don't talk like, listen, Abdul, don't speak like Zakir Naik to me. We cannot talk at the same time. Can you show me the word Eli in the 99 names of Allah? If we open right now a Muslim website showing the 99 names, can you show me the word Eli? The mic is yours. I'm listening.
I'm showing you, but you're not listening.
Where? Show me. Show me. Go ahead.
I'm telling you. What did Jesus call his God? Jesus called Eli, Nama Sabachthana. This is what Jesus said.
Do you know what? Okay, what? Translate. Okay, translate.
Jesus called his God.
Translate. What the word mean? Eli. What am I Sabachthani? Translate for me. Translate for me. What is that?
You don't have translation. What are you asking me for? Yourself?
You see. Are we a bunch of kids? You quote for me a verse of Jesus saying something, but you yourself, you do not know what that does mean. I'm asking you. You are the one who quoted, not me. Don't tell me you are the one. Listen, Abdul. What's wrong with those Abduls? Each time I get an Abdul, he don't want to answer. What's wrong with you? Oh, what I'm asking you, translate for me the verse you just quote for me. I'm listening. The mic is yours.
No, I'm asking you.
No, you translate. You are the one who quoted. Not me. You are the one who translated for me. Go ahead.
What did Jesus call his God?
You just say that. Don't repeat yourself like a crazy man in front of the mirror. I'm asking you now. Translate the verse for me. Translate the verse for me. What that verse mean?
Why wouldn't Jesus forbid saying this name for? Why?
Abdul, first of all, this is not a name. I just told you. This is a word meaning God. This is a word meaning God. This is a word meaning God. Are you stupid or what? Are you a stupid or what? I'm asking you, can you read the translation for me? Can you? It is a word mean God. It's not a name of God. Now, I'm asking you, where you can find, even if Eli, lima Sabachthani, can we find that in the Quran? Can you show it to me?
Okay, why? It's the Bible. Why do you want in the Quran for? Jesus
because you said Allah is in the Bible, you idiot. What's wrong with you?
Yes, if someone Allah matches with Allah.
No, it doesn't match. Doesn't match. What is Allah and Ilah? What are you talking about? Ilah is Il. Ishmael. Let me teach you. Shut up. In the Quran, if we go right now, you will see your fake God. You don't talk because I muted you. You are just a kid. If we go in the Quran, I will give you a mic because we cannot talk in the same time. You see the word Israel? The word Israel is Israel. This is a word meaning God, you idiot. Your God Allah, who is a thief Muhammad, he stole the word from the Jews, but we cannot find anywhere that this word exists in the 99 names of Allah. If we go and check Ishmael, it's the same, Ishmael. If we ask Muhammad what Israel means, they don't know. Who is Israel? They don't know. Now, the question is for you. Where we can find the word ill mentioned in the Quran as a name of God? The mic is yours.
No, let me finish, man. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
I'll prove your religion right now. I'll prove how Paul ruined your religion and the Bible is corrupted fully.
No problem, no problem. We'll go to Paul one by one. Don't jump like a monkey. Don't jump like a monkey. Don't jump like a monkey. One by one.
The Bible.
Okay.
The coming of Muhammad, peace be upon him. It's mentioned in the Bible the name of Allah itself.
Where? Okay, where it's mentioned in the Bible the name of Allah. Let us finish the first one, you idiot. What's wrong with you? Abdul, where we can find, shut up, you idiot. What's wrong with you? Where we can find the name of Allah in the Bible? You quote for me ill. Allah have 99 names of them and none of them is ill. Can you show me the word ill between the 99 names of Allah you Muslims believe in? Yes or no? Yes or no? So it is not in the 99 names of Allah, correct? Do you agree? Don't talk like rubbish. I want an answer. Do you agree that if we go and look in the 99 names of Allah, we will not find ill? Yes or no?
Oh, I'm asking you. You said Jesus is the Son of God.
Don't change the topic. Don't change the topic. Where we can find Allah in the Bible? You idiot. What's wrong with you? Why Allah never said ill? Why Allah never said I am ill? Where we can find in the Quran, Allah is saying I am ill.
Bible tells people to lie. If you open when God is referring to Ahab,
are you going to jump like monkeys? Are you going to jump like monkeys from topic to topic? You are a monkey. Are you Seikh Khan? Listen, Abdul. The Bible teaches people to lie, and Allah is mentioned in the Bible. If you go and look in chapter 10 of chapter 13 of the book of the Prophet, it said that the Muhammadim. Don't be stupid with me. We finish topic by topic. I will spank you and I will make you read before you leave. Now, show me where's the word Allah in the Bible and show it to me in the Quran. I'm listening.
Jesus says, my Father is greater than I. Then
don't change the topic. Don't change the topic. Don't change the topic, potato. Don't change the topic, potato. You are a potato. You are a potato. You are a coward. Why you are jumping from topic to topic?
Aren't you a coward?
Okay, hold on. Which topic you want? Which topic you want? Choose one. Which one?
I want the topic where I make my point.
Which one?
If you interject me, I'm going to your point.
Stupid. You are a stupid liar like your prophet. Give me a topic you choose and promise me. Promise me. You will not promise me. Oh, stupid donkey. I cannot find a Muslim is not a donkey. I'm asking you choose a topic and don't jump. And you promise me you will not move until we finish. Can you promise that?
5 minutes each, okay?
Can you promise that? Can you promise that? Get lost. Get lost. Stupid idiot. Are you going to quote for me a Muslim website? You jump from topic to topic, you donkey. I don't know. Listen, Khan.
Yeah.
Are you a kid or a man? Are you a kid or a man? Are you a kid or a man? Choose a topic.
Okay, choose a topic. Okay, the topic is what is the truth, Islam or Christianity? This is the
okay. No, choose a question. If you okay, no problem. You promise me you will not jump from topic to topic unless we finish the first one. So what is the first? What is the first topic you want to talk about? What is the first topic? Don't stop. Stop, donkey, stop talking. You are breathless with words. I'm not listening. I cannot hear you. I want first to know the topic. What the topic you want to ask me, and you promise me you will not change the topic until we finish it. The mic is yours.
You need to promise me you don't interject me. Because if you interject,
if you change the topic, I will mute you. I don't like kids. I'm not a kid. I am a man. Now, what is the topic? Okay, what is the topic you want to talk about? Choose the question. The first question. What is the first question? What is the first question? Choose a question and promise me you will not change until we finish it. Choose a question.
How can the topic change if the whole discussion is about what is the truth?
Because we have to finish the first question. If you say something, Abdul. Okay, let me ask you. Okay. Let us see. No. Hold on. Let us see how Allah can be God, but yet He says women she have a sperm coming from her ribs. Go ahead.
The
How can God can be God, but he says stupid things? What kind of God? What kind of God? Shut up. You are wasting my time. What kind of God? He said that your mother, she have testicles and she have balls in her breast. Is that God teaching? The mic is yours.
Right.
Is that God teaching? Yes or no?
Okay. Bible says.
Do you believe? Do you believe? Do you believe? You see, you ask me a question, I answered you. You are a coward. Get lost. You see, he will say to me, you run away. You can say whatever you want. You are a donkey. This guy, he don't want to debate. He just want to talk and talk and talk. Jesus said. Jesus said. Get me your dad to debate me. And now you are recorded in YouTube and everybody will laugh at you. What a stupid idiot. I mean, where's the debate? Jesus said, he will keep talking, Jesus said. Are you going to have a debate? You ask me and I ask you, or we are going to talk only? I will give him one more chance. Last chance to this coward. Listen, Potato. Listen. Breathe. Before we start talking. Before you start talking. What about we make an agreement, me and you, that one question from you and one question from me. And we will not jump to the second question until we finish the first question. And maximum for each question is 5 minutes to be answered. I will give you the chance to give me the first question. The mic is yours.
So the reference.
Give me your first question.
The reference is in Kings.
Give me the first question. Give me the first question. Give me the first question. Are you listening?
Okay, yes, I made it.
What is the question?
Let me finish, right?
What is the question? What is the question?
I'm saying the question, right? So you have to listen.
Okay.
Listen. I'm asking you that how can a God be truthful if he has already instructed someone to lie? So in Kings chapter 22, verse 19 to 23, it says that God used a lying spirit to deceive Ahab. So why does God have to prove us to lie to Ahab? And this guys has said your Bible is false, and your God uses fallacies to say people how to lie.
All right, thank you. Are you done? Are you done? Should I answer? Should I answer now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
First of all, the verse you are quoting for me, it's about a person who is a bad person like your prophet. So he is going to be deceived by the lying spirit, which means he is following Satan. God created Satan, and he is allowed to go and do whatever he can. But if people don't follow him, they will not be able to be deceived. However, let me answer, donkey. Don't answer, don't talk. And you are the one who said, I muted you, because now it's my turn to talk. You are the one who said that God who teach people to lie, he cannot be God. And that can be found in the Quran in chapter 3, verse number 28, where Allah, he encouraged Muslims to do taqiyya. There's a huge difference between someone, he was deceived by the lying spirit, which is the devil, like your prophet. And if you don't follow the devil, he will not be deceived anyway. And someone, he claimed to be God, but yet he is teaching the Muslims to lie to their enemies and to lie to their friends and to lie to their family. You're a prophet, he said, you can lie in 3 cases. To your family, which means your wife and your children, to your friends, and to your enemy. So your prophet, according to your words, he is the devil. The mic is yours. I'm listening.
What is your reference?
I gave you the reference. Chapter 3, verse number 28. Chapter 3, verse number 28.
This is Shia.
Chapter 3.
Yes,
Abdul, this is Quran. This is Quran. Tafsir al-Jalalain is a Sunni tafsir, is not a Shia. Quran is not the book of the Shia. Is Quran the book of Shia? Is the Quran?
Okay.
Is the Quran?
Maybe any scholar, Imam Shafi, Imam Abu Uthaymeen, that has said that Taqiyya is lying. They've studied all their life. So you need to quote from
let me ask you. Is
your point? Who would that trust?
Okay,
listen.
Is Ibn Kathir? Hello, wait. All the scholars I'm showing you in front of me.
Exactly.
Listen. Stop talking. You asked me to show you, right? Al-Jalalain in front of your eyes. He is a Sunni scholar. Yes or no?
Who?
Al-Jalalain, Tafsir Al-Jalalain. Is he Sunni scholar or not?
Oh, which tafsir? Which
Tafsir Al-Jalalain. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Tafsir Al-Jalalain.
Which book is that?
The book of Al-Jalalain. It's called Tafsir. This is the name of the book.
What hadith is that, right? That's a book. But what
do you mean? What hadith?
Haburi?
What do you mean hadith? What do you mean hadith? Are you stupid or what?
No.
Tafsir.
Whenever the Prophet has quotes, you have to show me that interpretation of who narrates it. You don't just say
Abdul. Okay, hold on. What about Ibn Abbas, the cousin of your prophet, and he is a Muslim Sunni, considered to the Muslim Sunni?
What tafsir? Okay, what's the book he has narrated?
Tanwir al-Miqbas, Tafsir Ibn Abbas. This is the cousin of your prophet. He is the only one your prophet named as a prophet.
On the challenge of mankind.
My friend, don't change the topic. Don't change the topic. You said to me.
I'm asking you. I'm clarifying. Does not make any sense.
Listen,
what did he?
Listen. Here we go. This is the website in the front of your eyes. I give you the link. Open it and read for me.
Tafsir, what is this for? Tell me.
Tafsir, it's in front of you. Open it and read it.
Wait. Oh, where is this? Not open. It's not here.
I gave you the link. Please, guys, invite your friends. We have Mr. Khan. He is a scholar. He has 10 degrees in Islam and 7 degrees in Christianity and 1 degree in cooking camel urine. Let us see what he will do now. He will change the topic.
How does this prove lying? I proved to you, Matthew.
Answer. I answered you. This is God. The verse. Don't change the topic. You said to me, shut up, you idiot. What's wrong with you? Stupid donkey. And people blame me why I call Muslims donkeys. You said to me, show me where it says that, and show me the tafsir, and now I give you the tafsir, supposedly you will read it. Why you are jumping to Matthew? Read it, and then you can tell me about Matthew. I like to listen about Matthew. But first, I want you to read this, because you are the one who said, the God who teach people to lie is not God. You are the one who said that, not me. And this is Tafsir Ibn Abbas for the Muslim Sunni. This is not for the Shia. And the Quran is not the book of the Shia. This is in the Quran. Now, I'm listening. The mic is yours. Read for us.
This proves nothing for lying. How did they prove it?
Read it. Okay, read it. Read it for us. Read it.
Read it. It never proves someone to lie.
Okay, here we go. Let us see if it says that. It says that the Muslims cannot take the non-Muslims as a friends or protectors unless what? Unless you guard yourself against them. Save yourself from them taking it as weird security. Saving yourself from them by speaking, by speaking in a friendly way toward them while your heart dislike this. So you speak to me in a friendly way, but your heart, you hate me. Why you do that?
Yes, because you're a liar. You're a liar.
So you guys, did you hear it? Because I am a liar, he is allowed to lie to me?
Bible, your Bible is the biggest taqiyya in the world. You know how? Because this book instructs to lie to Ahab. This is the biggest taqiyya ever.
I answer you.
Exactly.
I answer. Okay, what about your prophet saying they can lie to your wife? What does that mean?
Okay, where? Show me the hadith. Show me the interpretation. Show me the 4 schools of thought. Show me that challenge.
For school of thought.
Yes, they have studied all the lives.
All right. Hold on.
The Bible.
Hold on. Hold your horses. Okay.
Bro,
this is the hadith in the front of me. It says that the prophet has stop talking. Breathe. Here we go. This is your prophet. Can you see that? Can you see YouTube with me? Can you see YouTube? I want you to look at YouTube, please, so you can see the screen with me and you can read. This is your prophet.
I'm just discussing. I don't believe in false channels like yours.
What channel? What channel? I'm not showing you any channel. I'm showing you the hadith.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm showing you the hadith. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Listen.
I'm talking about you're saying the prophet instructs us to lie.
All right.
Show me proof where it's written.
I'm showing you. Here we go. Read with me.
Yeah.
Read with me.
You read. Okay, where is it? 1 second.
Read with me.
Send it on Skype.
It is not lawful to lie except in 3 cases. Who said that? The Messenger of Allah. Jami' al-Turmudi. The hadith is Sahih. And this is the link.
What's the three cases?
Open and read. Open and read. Here we go. This is the link.
What's the three cases?
Open and read. Does it say that your prophet, he said, you can lie to your wife, you can lie during the war, and you can lie to between people, which means between your friends?
Okay. What do the four schools of thought who've studied all their life?
You tell me. Don't tell me what the school of thought. You tell me. This is Muslim Sunni. You tell me. Okay, show me Abdul. What the Muslim school of thought say about this? Show me.
No. Show you what?
You are the one who answer me now. It's your turn to answer me. I did hit you with my question. Now you show me the school of thought, what they said about this. Show me which school of thought you want. Choose whatever you wish and show me. That is love together. I will make you the joke of everybody. I will make you today the joke of everybody in YouTube. You are recorded and this video will spread all over. Answer me. What is the school of thought? Don't change the topic. Listen. Don't change the topic. Show me the school of thought. No, I insist. No, I insist. You are the one who mentioned the school of thought. I insist. I want the school of thought. 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 I will not let you go without showing me, because the school of thought will make you shish kebab. You are the one who said what the school of thought showed about this. Why you don't want to show me? Show me so we can laugh together. The mic is yours.
This word.
Show me the school of thought, you donkey. You are the one who asked for it. You are the one who asked for it. You donkey. You donkey. You are stupid. You are stupid. You say things you don't mean. Do you mean it really when you said to me school of thought? Did you mean it? Did you mean it? Did you mean it when you said that to me, or you don't mean it?
Please her.
What? What's it again?
You have shown me this hadith where it says something the man tells his wife to please her. So tell me, what interpretation is this?
You tell me that. You tell me, what does that mean? What does that mean?
You tell me that.
What you tell me? Tell me what does that mean? The wife, she will ask you. The wife, she will ask you, did you marry additional women? You will say, no, honey, I did not marry additional women. You are the only woman I have. Okay, this is a lie or not?
No, you tell me.
I just told you. I can show you the fatwa. I can show you the fatwa that a Muslim, he can lie to his wife in any purpose he wish, even including marriage.
What is this? Show me.
Show you what? I just showed you here. You want me to show you the fatwa?
Yeah, show me. I challenge you. Show me.
All right. So if I show you, what you will do? You promise me to open the camera and do the monkey dance?
No.
Why? Why not? Why not?
Burning hell. So there's also a challenge by Allah after this.
Okay, hold on. Let me search for the fatwa and I'll show it to you. Hold on.
Yes. Yeah, prove me that.
Okay, hold on. Yeah. And tell me about the man, he is lying between the people until I find you the fatwa. Are you there?
Yeah, speak.
I'm waiting for your answer. Why you can't lie to people? I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah.
Yes. What do the four schools of thought mention in this? Bring me.
You are the one who mentioned it because you are the one who taught me about it.
Yeah,
I just learned about this from you.
So
I just learned.
Means
I just learned about this from you.
Your Bible.
I want you to show me the school of thought.
In all senses, okay?
Okay.
Here it mentioned that you're not.
Listen. Why you don't want to explain to us how you can lie to your wife until I find you the fatwa?
I'm explaining you, right? So listen, I'm explaining you, right?
Okay.
So here it says in this hadith, you have told me it is not lawful to lie except in three cases. Something the man tells his wife to please her. Okay, so you can lie. If you find your wife ugly, you can say she looks good. This is one thing, right? You're not lying. You're just making a preceptional claim. Okay. Second, to lie in war. Who would ever be truthful in war? No one would, because you're there to deceive your enemy, right? So third, it says to bring peace. You can bring peace by saying other stuff which is Chanel assumptions. That's how you can lie and twist stuff. While your Bible says,
you can lie to your wife. We start with the first one. You can lie to your wife for what reason? What reason you can lie with your wife?
Now come into your Bible. It says God has instructed.
Don't go to my Bible first. We finished. I answered you about the Bible already. You need to answer me about this hadith. I showed you Quran. I showed you hadith. Why Allah saying that the Prophet, which is why Allah, why Muhammad, why the God Allah? He says why the God Allah Muhammad? He says that the man he can lie to his wife. Why? Give me a reason. Give me a reason you can lie to your wife. Give me a reason. Give me a reason. Give me a reason. Shut up. Shut up. Don't keep talking. Give me a reason so people will understand how you can lie to your wife in Islam. What is the reason? What is the reason?
Life also works here. There's only 3 places. While in the Bible, your God.
Don't change the topic. Don't change the topic. Don't change the topic. Don't change the topic. We will go to the. We will go to the Bible. We will go finish this one. Abdul, you promised me. You promised me. If I show you, you will answer. You said nowhere it says the prophet you can lie. Now your prophet, he said you can lie to your wife.
You cannot lie.
Explain to us how you can lie to your wife. How you can lie? How you can lie to your wife? How you can lie? I answered you about. I answered you about that already. Don't repeat it again. It's boring. It is boring. You are repeating the same question again. Why your prophet saying you can lie to your wife? I want an answer.
Well, I'm telling you, you can, because there's such circumstances where you want to please.
Like someone. What? Like what? Like what? Give us an example. Give us an example.
Okay. For example, your wife makes food, right? You don't like the food, but you're saying it's good. That's one exception where you can lie, because there are some relationships which have to have a bond with it, some preception or assumptions. No second thing in war. It's common sense to lie in war. Who would say the truth to deceive the enemy?
Okay.
Third,
okay, hold on. So is that the only case? Is that the only case? Is that the only case in Islam you can lie to your wife about marriage? So it's only about food. Okay, I found the fatwa. I found the fatwa. Shut up. I found the fatwa about lying to your wife about marriage. Potato, shut up. You asked me to show you the fatwa where it says you can even lie about marrying a new wife, and the fatwa now is in the front of me. I want you to open the fatwa and I want you to read for me what the fatwa say. What do you say? Are you going to deny it now? You're challenging me to find me the fatwa that you can lie to your wife, including about your marriage. Now I'm listening. Read it for us. Read it for us. Read the fatwa.
No, read the verse over.
I just gave you the link. Read for us.
What makes sense?
Doesn't make sense. Islam makes sense. Islam. Your prophet said you can lie to your wife to make her happy, right? Okay. Here we go. This man. This is a guy. This is a guy who did marry a woman, and he have now a first wife and second wife. Is it lawful for him to lie to his first wife about his marriage? Yes or no? Yes or no? Read,
what time are you available?
Don't tell me you will run. What time are you available? I'm available all the time. Read for me the fatwa first. If you want to leave, you can leave after you read the fatwa.
No, okay. I'm saying it's called. If you, without these 3 exceptions, Abdul, if you give me any other reason, it makes no sense.
Abdul, I gave you the fatwa. I gave you the fatwa. Shut up. Shut up. Potato, son of Mut'a. I swear to Allah, I will divorce my 4th wife, and I will wait for you until you divorce your wife, and I will marry her, and then I will be the father of your babies. What a filthy religion. Women, she exchange husband because he divorced her 3 times. Now read with me the fatwa. Does it say there that you can lie to your wife if you marry second wife? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no, coward? Yes or no? Yes or no? So why you lie to us? Why you lie to us and you say this is about lying about food? Why Muslim they make it about silly stuff? You know, your wife, she asked you, is the food is good? You say yes. This is not about, you can lie about anything you want. But you see guys how they try to make it as like not a big deal. I mean, you can like your wife. You know, she asks you, I'm pretty. You say yes, but even she is ugly. This is not. This is about seriously. This is the coward. He hang up, guys. This is a very serious, filthy teaching of Muhammad. If the man and the wife, they cannot trust each other, even about marriage. Even he can lie to his wife about having second women, which means he's sleeping already with second women. I mean, don't even the women deserve to know that this guy, he have a new wife? What's wrong with you? What kind of religion allowed in the man to lie even about his marriage? This is why the coward, he run away. Which time you are available? You know, those people, they think they can say things to me and they can get away with it. You cannot do that with a Christian prince. You cannot do that with me. This is why debating Muslims is not a debate. It's like a chase. It's like a mice and a cat. He go between the furniture. You have to grab him from his tail and get him out. He opened a topic. Now he's sorry for mentioning this topic. And this is why he want to keep talking about something else. You see what they do, what the Muslims do, they ask you a question, you start answering the question. Before you finish the question answering, they give you a second question because he don't want you to breathe, because he's afraid you will ask him a question. You know what I mean? The point of like speaking so fast to the point he will not let you even talk because he's afraid that you might hit him with the question. So he want to go fast, the Bible, and then he says, and then it says, and how come the blood Jesus? He jumped from place to place because he don't want you to hold him from his stupidity. You cannot do that with a Christian prince. What he accuses us with, it is the teaching of his God. And the teaching, you see, what he quote for us from the Bible is about a bad person who is following Satan anyway. God, he created Satan, but he did not create him in Christianity as Satan. He created him as an angel. He disobeyed God and he did choose willingly, not like in Islam. Shaitan in Islam is a victim of Allah. Allah made him shaitan. Here we have God teaching us bad ethic, and this is what I wanted to talk about today actually. Why Allah cannot be God. This is bad ethic. This is the most important thing, to reject Islam religion, to reject Muhammad as a prophet, and to reject the false God, the pagan God, Allah as God. What kind of God he teach you and teach your wife? Because let me ask the Muslim question. Can the man only lie to his wife, or the wife can lie to her husband? You know what I mean, guys? The Muslim, they will say to you, oh, the wife, she can lie to her husband too. I mean, what kind of marriage this marriage is? The base of any society is the family. If the family is corrupt and based on lying to each other, what kind of society this society is? Well, he hung up and he left. Coward. What time you are available? What do you mean what time you are available? I'm here. Did I tell you I'm leaving? What time you are available? The first thing you will learn about Islam, proving that it cannot be from God, for this is not an ethical religion. As you see, you can lie. You see, I can understand that you are lying in the case of the war, you know, like the enemy capture you and you will not tell the truth, otherwise you will hurt your friends, your country, no problem. But lying to your wife and lying to your friends, who's left? Can we fix a society by lying? Can we fix any society by lying? Muhammad is giving us a solution to fix the society, supposedly, to make things work. Supposedly this is the purpose of this. Can I make my family better family by lying to my family?
What's wrong if my wife, she made the food is not tasty, I say to her, oh, too much salt? What's wrong with that? Because if you lie now, tomorrow she will make the same cooking the same way, and you will eat the same shit. Excuse me. Is that correct, guys? What's the point of this lying? Why you don't tell me that my cooking today was bad? What's wrong with that? Tell me. It's not a crime to tell the truth. Are you getting my point? He gave us an example. We will go with his example. Your wife, she cooked for you, tastes like garbage. Honey, do you like my cooking? Oh yeah, yeah, sure, lovely, yummy, yummy. Man, and like inside you say, what the heck? This tastes like shit. Excuse my language. She will do it the same second day for you because you just said it's so yummy. I mean, what a stupid answer. How you can fix life by lying? You know what Jesus says about lying. He said, "Lie, all lies is from the devil. All lies. There's no good lies. There's no good lies. Lies is a lie. In Islam, Muhammad, he is teaching us that those are good lies. And what is the good lies? Is to lie to your wife to please her. And this is why we see a fatwa that a man, he can lie to his wife if he have a second wife and the third wife, which means he lied to the first one, he lied to the second one, he lied to all of them. He will tell each one of them that she is the only wife he have, but in fact he is sleeping with 4. Do we have any Muslim here would like to call us? So the first thing we learn about Islam is a religion teaching bad ethic. And lying is one of the bad ethic of Islam. As you see, Islam teaching the Muslim that you can speak to non-Muslims, which mean Hindus, Buddhas, Christians, Jewish, atheists, doesn't matter. You speak to them friendly, but you are not allowed to be a friend for them. Let not the believers take the believers out of not to take the hypocrite, which means supposed to we are the look how funny, guys. The Quran and the Muslim explained this verse saying that we are the hypocrite. Yet the Quran is teaching the Muslims, you can say to the Christians, I love you, but in fact in your heart is this like this, you hate them. You cannot take them, the Jews or the hypocrite or disbelievers, as a friends, as to become mighty and honorable. You cannot. A Muslim, he cannot be honorable with you. So what you have to do to be? You see, even he cannot be noble with you. He have to be trashy. He have to be a scam. He have to be a gang. He have to be a rapist. He cannot be honorable with you. It's forbidden in Islam. In a preference to the believers who are sincere. What does that mean? If a believer, he is sincere to take non-Muslim as a friend, look what Allah says about him. Who does that, which means he take you as a friend for real, seeking might and honor by taking the hypocrites and disbelievers as a friends, he has no connection with Allah. Do you believe it? This is why you see some false people who teach about Islam, like James White, who claim that he is a person who have knowledge about Islam. He says to you, there's many Muslims don't want to kill us and they don't want to hate us. So this they are practicing taqiyya, you idiot. If a Muslim, he mean really to be friendly to you, if he mean it, it says in the front of us that if he mean it, he has no connection with Allah, which means he is not a Muslim no more. Do you see it? Who is a wonderful Muslim here would like to call us? To be honest with you, when a Muslim he called me, I feel like I'm afraid. I feel like, oh boy. What the school of thought they said about this school of thought? I love it when a Muslim he speak a language he himself do not understand. So what the Quran teach about ethic. You can speak to Christians in a friendly way. You can, yes, but you don't take them as a friends. This is a very bad ethic. This is not a teaching from God. Hello?
Hold on a second, please.
Well, call me when you are ready. Don't tell me hold on a second. When you are ready, call me. Don't put me in hold. I mean, am I your friend to put me in hold? Hold on a second. That's funny. A Muslim calling and hold. He is the one putting me in hold. Hello.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you doing, Mr. Aziz?
I am doing wonderful at the moment.
So you are a Muslim, Mr. Aziz?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Well, why do you think Islam is from the true God?
Well, let's talk about what you were talking earlier.
Which is?
About the lying. And I mean, we can go any way you want. The thing is...
No problem. Let us start afresh, because we heard what your friend said.
Let me clarify something. All I'm going to talk about is common sense. Reason why is because I am not a scholar. Okay. I haven't studied Islam in a long time. All I do is the regular practice.
Okay.
If you ask me about questions, I have to look it up on Google and find the source that I believe in.
Okay.
Or that I follow.
Okay, now we are talking about something. Let us go for it then. You know, here in front of us, chapter 3, verse 28, it says you cannot take the Christians and the Jews as a friends, but you can lie to them, saying to them that you are a friend to them. What do you think about this?
Well, I don't think that is true, because part of being a Muslim is to follow God and the prophets.
Okay,
correct?
All right.
And the very most popular story about the prophet is that his neighbor was a Jew.
Can you show me the reference?
A reference. Sure.
Yeah, because I never found this reference.
By the way, can you read Arabic?
I will learn from you if you want to teach me, no problem. But go to the topic now. Can you show me the friend of the prophet who was a Jew? I want to see that.
Hold on.
Okay, show me.
Hold on a second, please.
Yeah.
Okay. Should I give you the thing is should I just send you a link on
you can show me a link so we can show it to everybody in the screen, no problem. All right. All right. I will open for you.
Yeah, go ahead and...
Okay, I will open the reference you gave me.
By the way, my reference is... I learned it in 2 different schools, and that's back when I was a little child.
Yeah.
And 2 different countries.
Okay, but as I know, the reference you gave me is not a reference. Is that a reference, really?
I don't know. What do you mean by a reference?
You gave me a link. Where is the reference for the story of the Jew?
Hold on. And the prophet met their own school of learning aims, they would decide and worship and defeat themselves. There is no compulsion in religion.
Well, I thought you want to tell me the reference about the Jew, because that reference, my friend, is a lie. Do you know that? The Muslims,
how can it be a lie?
Well, it's a lie. Give me the reference then. It's a lie. Give me the reference. I will give you 10 years to find the reference about that story. What do you say?
Well, it is in the seerah of Muhammad.
Show it to me.
Do you really want to read the seerah of Muhammad?
My friend, we are here to... You said to me, you are the one who said to me...
That's what I'm asking.
Aziz, you are the one who said to me, I am not a scholar, but I have a common sense. And now you mentioned to me common sense. You said to me, there's a story. There is a story. Then you need to show me the story. What I know about this story is a fabrication. There's no reference of it.
Okay, well then there's no point.
There's no point to mention it then. Then don't go there. Then
you win the point.
Okay, no problem. Then you said to me that there is a verse in the Quran that says there's no compulsion in Islam, correct? Okay, what this verse is about? What chapter? What verse?
That's what it says in the source.
Where? What chapter? You are reading for me, right? Chapter 2. Just to be sure, we are reading the same thing.
It says, let's see. Let me go in there. Chapter 2, ayah 256.
Correct. Okay. But this verse, my friend, is about the opposite. It's about a group of people don't want to allow their children to convert to Islam. So the Prophet, he said, you cannot force them not to convert to Islam. This is not about forcing people not to convert to Islam. It's about forcing people not to accept Islam. Which means if you are a Christian and you have a son who want to convert to Islam, Muhammad saying to him, you cannot force your children into a religion he don't want. But the Prophet, he said, the one who changed his religion, kill him. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that means this verse doesn't go for the Muslims. This verse must be about something else. Because if you change your religion, you are going to be killed. So here, some of those people. Okay, my friend.
I don't want to interrupt.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You see, you said you speak Arabic, right? And this is Tafsir Ibn Abbas. There is no conclusion in religion. No one from among the people of the book and the pagans should be recorded to believe in the divine of the oneness of Allah after the Arab embrace Islam. So this is revealed about a bunch of people who they are not letting their children to convert to Islam. So Muhammad said to them, you cannot force people not to convert to Islam, but you just agreed that if somebody decide to leave Islam, he will be killed. So how does verse fit with the agreement that Muhammad will kill anyone leave Islam? That's meaning you will be forced to stay as a Muslim. So this verse has nothing to do with what you said, and the interpretation of the verse proving that this is about a group of people. They are not allowing their children to convert to Islam. Muhammad, he said to them, oh, you cannot do that. You cannot. You force not your children not to join the religion. We cannot. There is no enforcement on them. But
so may I speak now?
Mm-hmm.
For example, you're a Christian, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I can't force you to become a Muslim.
That's not true.
That's true. I can't force you to become a Muslim.
Okay, read for me chapter 9, verse 29 then.
I can't read. I'm working at the moment.
Oh, okay. But do you know what verse? Do you know what chapter 9, verse number 29 says, Mr. Aziz?
No, I don't.
Okay. Let me help you.
I don't remember.
No problem. No problem. You are an Arab, as I understand, correct?
Yes, I am.
All right. You know Ibn Kathir, correct?
Ibn Kathir?
Yes.
Yes, I've heard of him.
Is he trustworthy for you, or he is not?
I don't know who he is. I know I've heard of him, but I don't know who he is.
Which scholar you agree with? Which scholar is yours? Your favorite?
I don't have a favorite.
You have to give me something. Then should we go to Ibn Kathir then?
Just look up whatever you want.
Okay, no problem. You see, I'm just trying to help you. You see, in your statement. Okay, you said we cannot force you to convert to Islam. This is not what the Quran says. In chapter 9, verse number 29, it says that Allah, he ordered the Muslims to fight and to kill the Christians and the Jews unless they pay jizya or they convert to Islam. And this jizya have to be done with humiliation and have to be subdued, disgraced. Read with me carefully. I don't know if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen, my friend?
I can't, no, actually.
Okay, let me give you a link. Is that okay?
Go ahead.
I give you a link?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, you can open it from your side, I guess, right?
Yeah, I can, because I'm calling from my phone. So yeah, I can.
Can you open it for me and read for me, please?
Yeah, hold on a second.
Go down where it says the order to fight people of the scriptures until they give the jizya.
Let's see. Which one did you say?
Go down until it says the order to fight the people of the scriptures until they give jizya.
Okay. I don't see it. Is it?
Go down, scroll down. It says, let me fight for you in Arabic, so that will be easier for you. It says,
yes.
Do you see it in Arabic?
No, the last one that I see is لا تبدأ اليهود والنصارى بالإسلام.
بالسلام.
بالسلام.
بالسلام. Yes. So if you go before that, all right, before that, go up a little bit. you will see it says قاتلوا الذين لا. Right. Okay. Now there the interpretation is saying that you fight them for a reason. What is the reason? Because they refuse to accept Islam. So you just said to me, we cannot force you to accept Islam, but you will fight me because I don't accept Islam. And then you have to force me. You have to force me to pay the jizya. And then if I don't pay the jizya, you will kill me. So why you have to force me? If you go and flip the page, or you can read the whole page there, you will see.
You do agree with me? This situation is when a war is going on, correct?
It's your prophet who launched the war.
Yeah, but you do agree with me that
Islam is my friend. This is an order for Muslims to fight this war forever. قاتلوا الذين لا يؤمنون. Fight those who don't believe, not those who are fighting you. Fight anyone who don't believe. This is an order from your prophet, from your God, to fight anyone. Okay, let me ask you. Do you read what it says there? It says that when the Arabian Peninsula was secured under the Muslim control, Allah commanded his messenger to fight the people of the scriptures, the Jews and the Christians. All right. So Allah commanded him to fight who? The Christians and the Jews. Until what? Until they believe. So this is a duty the Muslims carry on. It's not only, this is the order from Allah for all the Muslims, not only for a certain time.
Actually, that is for a certain time, because that's when the beginning of Islam.
Can you prove it? Can you prove that this was only for a certain time?
Yes, because it's talking about because it's talking about the era of Muhammad.
But Muhammad, my friend,
in the Arabic Peninsula.
Okay.
See, when the Islam came to the Arabic Peninsula, as you and I know, that it started in Mecca, and then he migrated to Medina, which Medina was half Jews and half Christians. Are we good at that point?
No, because I don't think that Medina was half Christian anyway. But anyway,
what was it?
But that's not important. Okay, what happened next?
Okay, it doesn't matter. So let's just say, as I was told, it's half Muslims, half Christians. There was a treaty that was made between the Prophet and those two tribes. The one tribe that was Jews, and the other tribe was Christians.
But this is not about this, my friend. This is in the 9th year of Hijrah. Do you know how to read, right? It says in the 9th year of Hijrah. This is all is over now, and Muhammad decided to kill the Christians who are out of the Arabian Peninsula. He is done. He killed all the Christians. He killed all the Jews in the Arabian Peninsula. Read with me carefully. Yeah, it says. Read carefully, my friend. Read carefully. Arabian Peninsula was secured under the Muslim control, which means there's nobody there except Muslims. Allah commanded his messenger to fight the people of the scriptures, the Jews and the Christians. On the 9th year of the Hijrah, he prepared an army to fight the Roman.
Is that the first one?
Yeah, well, it's in front of you. The Roman. There's no Roman in the Arabian Peninsula. There is no Roman in the Arabian Peninsula. Why your prophet when attacked the Roman?
The Roman.
Yeah, it says here.
As we all know, there was 3 empires back then: the Roman, the Persian, and then the Muslim.
I don't care. Why he want to attack the Roman?
Because the Romans took Jerusalem.
Took it from who?
Took it from whom?
But your prophet
took it from those people that are there.
From who? Who are they? Those people who are there?
They are Jews.
Are you sure?
Or Banu Israel.
Okay, but as I know, your God Allah, He praised the Roman and He believed they are good people.
Of course, God is not gonna disgrace a human He created.
My friend, you are saying He want to fight the Roman. He want to fight the Roman, but Allah, He called the Roman believers, and He called them a great people in the Quran. If you go to chapter 3, the Quran says that, my friend, listen, don't have to jump. You said that because the Roman, they took Jerusalem, that the Roman, they are in Jerusalem for the last 400, 500 years. So nothing new. Okay, so why now He want to attack the Roman? Why? Well, what the problem? And the Quran in chapter 30, there's a chapter, it's called the chapter of Rome. You heard of it? A Rome?
What is it?
The chapter of the Roman. Yeah, a Rome, which means the Roman. So there's a chapter, have their names. Allah, He called the Roman as a good believers. So how Allah want to fight the Roman who they are good believers?
How Allah wants to fight the Romans?
Yeah, if they are, if He is praising them and He promised them victory. Why Allah promised him victory?
Okay. Well, here, I'll tell you why.
Why?
So, as you probably do know, we do respect the prophets that God sent. And Isa, which is Jesus, is one of them. Now, when Isa traveled from Egypt to Jerusalem, that's where we believe that the Bible was fabricated. And that's why
what does have to do with my topic? My friend, my topic is this. You're going so far. I'm asking you why
giving you the reason.
Why the prophet attacked the Roman?
Because the Romans changed or fabricated the Bible, and there was.
But your prophet, my friend, the Roman have nothing to do with this for a very simple reason. Your God approving them as believers in the time of Muhammad, not after. Chapter 30 in the Quran was given to Muhammad during his lifetime, and the Roman already are Christians. Read what the Quran says. The Roman has been defeated in the land close by they, even after this defeat of there, will be soon victorious within a few years with Allah in decision, in the past, in the future, and on the day that the shall believer rejoice. So he called them as believers who rejoice victory. So how you are saying to me the Roman, they are the one who corrupt the Bible, and Allah, he called them as believers who rejoice victory soon.
So who is the Jesus that made the golden?
Don't my friend, don't change topic. The Quran.
I'm not changing the topic.
Okay, the Quran is calling the Roman. The Quran calling the Roman believers. How they are people who changed the Bible, but yet Allah he called them believers.
Okay, they're believers because they believe in a book that God has revealed.
But you just said they changed the Bible. That is wrong book. They cannot be. You cannot be a believer if you believe in the book of the devil. Are you?
Okay, so you can't believe in a book that is written by the devil. That is correct.
Yes. So then God should not call you a believer in the true God if you believe. Like for me, my God is Jesus. Is that will make me a believer or will make me a kafir? The Quran says we are kuffar.
That is correct.
Okay, so how the Quran called the Roman as believers?
Because God said that the Romans are disbelievers because they believe that Jesus is a God, and says that
But he called them believers. He did not call them pagans. The Quran called the Christians pagans, kuffar.
Yes.
And so why he is happy? He's saying those Roman, they will be victorious and the believers will rejoice. Why he's happy for them to be victorious? If Muhammad, he want to kill them all, and the Romans should be killed for changing the Bible. So why Allah saying, oh, they will be, don't worry, be happy, they will be victorious and the believers will rejoice?
1 second, please. So your question was, why did God said that the Romans will be
rejoice, and why the believer will be joyous? Which means even the Muslim, they consider them, they are brothers and sisters, and we will rejoice together. Because if you go to the interpretation, you will see that the pagans and the Arab, they said to Muhammad, aha, you claim to be, you have the same God of the Christians. Here we go, the Christian, they lost the war with the Persian. So Muhammad, he got them a verse back saying, no, hold on, those believers will rejoice victory soon again. So why Muhammad, in a few years after he himself, he want to kill them? Doesn't make sense.
I'm not understanding.
My friend, here he is promising the Roman victory, and he is going to celebrate with them victory. The believers will rejoice, including the Muslims will rejoice. To rejoice what? Rejoice the victory of the Roman. So how the Roman are pagans and they are bad, and that you will rejoice with them the victory?
Because, like I said, Muhammad said that he promised the believers winning against the Romans.
No, my friend. Here, the one who is a promise to win is the Roman. The Roman.
Romans are promised to win.
My friend, you are not listening. I understand. Okay. I respect your honesty. You said to me, I'm not a scholar. I do not know much. So this is why I'm going easy with you. This verse promising the Roman victory, and the verse saying when the Roman victorious become victorious, the believers will rejoice. Not the believers will rejoice over victory over the Roman losing. No, the Roman will be winning the war, and the believers will rejoice. So Allah here is speaking good of the Roman. So how they are the one who changed the Bible, yet Allah will give them victory, and the believers will rejoice for the believer Christians. They had victory.
Just 1 second, please. I have a customer. He's gone. Where is he? Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay. Sorry.
No problem.
There's going to be a lot of interruption because I am at work right now.
I understand. No problem. You know, it looked like this topic is complicated for you. Let's make it simple for you. You said to me something about the Bible is being corrupt. What Bible is corrupt? What Bible of Allah is corrupt?
Well, if the Bible is not corrupted.
No, I'm not asking you this. I'm asking you, which Bible is the one you believe it's corrupt? The Bible of Allah?
The Bible of Allah
is corrupt, yeah.
Well, Allah sent the Bible, yes.
Right. So it is the so it is the Bible of Allah is corrupt.
Yes.
Okay. You as a Muslim, how for God's sake you accept that you have a God, his name is Allah, and he cannot protect his Bible?
Well, that I don't know.
Okay, I like this answer, but don't you just said that it is the prophet you want to attack the Roman because they changed the Bible, but it's the fault of who? Is it the fault of the man? The man is corrupt. People are corrupt. A human being is corrupt. If I have a book, I have a responsibility to protect my book. As an example, I have 5, 6, 7 books. All of them, they are published. If somebody tried to change anything of them, I would take him to court, and I have the original to prove it. Now, this is God. His name is Allah, supposedly, and he sent the book, it's called Torah, and he sent the book, it's called Injil. Why Allah is willing to protect only the Quran, but he don't want to protect the Torah and the Injil? Like the Torah and the Injil, like a yellow pages for him? It's not worth to protect them?
That's a good one. That I always question myself is, why did God send the Torah and then it was messed around with, and then God sent another book, which is the Bible, and then it was messed around with, and why not the Quran messed around with?
So
now that I don't know the answer to.
Okay,
because
I will help
to
you.
Me is
you sound a decent guy, Aziz. You sound a decent guy. I really respect you.
To me, it sounds like, what kind of God would send so many holy books, okay, yet they all get corrupted except the last one?
Right. That doesn't make sense. And you are the person of sense and logic. I like that.
Exactly. Yet we do both agree that we are humans, and us humans cannot judge what God can do. Correct?
Well, not in the logic of the Muslims. As an example, the Muslims, they always judge God. They say how God can be a man. So you are judging God. You know,
well,
you say how God can be a man. You are questioning if God can or he cannot. So you do. But you see here, the question here, if Allah is God and he is eternal and his words are equal, I mean, it's funny if somebody want to say to me that the word of God is not equal to the word of God. Do you agree?
Wait, say that again.
If somebody said to you that the word of God is not equal to the word of God, don't that look funny and stupid?
What is that supposed to? It doesn't mean anything.
No,
so yes, of course it's stupid.
Yeah, so the word of God must be equal. So now the Torah is the word of God, the Injil is the word of God, the Quran is the word of God according to Muslims. So why Allah he don't care to protect the others when all of them they are the word of God anyway?
Well, I'll tell you this, and don't take me as as a mean guy. If you can find the answer to that, I'll be more than happy, because I really want to pick the correct religion.
Well, my friend, first of all, the Quran is not protected. I don't know if you know the story. Like as an example, do you know the story about the goat who ate the Quran?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So how the Muslims, and you are a Muslim, believe the Quran is protected, but yet we have a clear evidence, Sahih Hadith, saying the Quran was eaten by a goat, and now those verses are missing?
Because if you allow me to go back to the main point. The main point is, in order to believe in Islam, you must believe the seerah of Muhammad. And Muhammad, peace upon him, said that, and also God said that the Quran. Your phone is ready, sir. Just 1 second, please.
All right, guys. He looked like he had a store or something. So, guys, this guy is trying to be. You see. If you are a Muslim like Mr. Aziz, I will talk to you until tomorrow. He don't shout, he don't play games. I like that. At least he is being honest, right? He have the right to defend his religion, no problem. I mean, you are welcome to defend your religion, but don't flood us with your voice and shout and scream, and you think by doing that you are going to get away with it. You cannot do that with me. He said that he don't understand really how Allah don't, or what he will not protect the Torah, and he will not protect the gospel. This guy is in his way to leave Islam. Just wait. He just admitted that there is something fishy here. Allah, he sent 124,000 prophet, yet only the Quran he want to protect, which means there's 124,000 books are gone. We will wait for him to call to go get back. He's still online with me, but he have like customers in his store. Anyway, guys, please invite your friends.
Hey, do you want me to call you back, because it's going to be a little while?
No problem, Aziz. You're welcome. You can call me anytime.
All righty, thank you.
I'm glad to meet you and to talk to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Take care. Guys, the lie which Muslims they believe in, that the Quran is protected. Here we go in front of you. This is the wife of the Prophet, is speaking about a goat who ate the Quran, and now there's many verses in the Quran, chapters are missing. Where we can find the stoning to death verse? It's gone. Where is the protection? According to the scholars, according to Umar ibn Khattab, who is a companion of Muhammad, who Allah himself, he took Quran from him, the Quran was 1,000,000 and 25,000 letter, which mean 1,025,000. What is left now is less than 270,000 letter, which mean more than 80% of the Quran is eaten by the goat. It's not really a verse or a chapter or two. Look like this goat, she was hungry, and trust me, a goat, she can eat the whole book easy. I don't know if you ever see a goat. They eat anything. They eat papers, they eat plastic, they eat anything. Any one of you saw goats? They eat anything in their way. Anything. That's why, you know, actually, even the word goat, I think they call it goat because she eat anything. That's why they can survive easy. You know, you can take a goat to the desert, and this is why people in the desert, they have goats. They don't have really sheep, because sheep, they need water a lot. They need the grass. They need certain kind of food. When the goat, she can eat anything. What they call those things, like the plant who have needles, which nobody can eat. The goat can eat it easy. She chew it, she eat it as if it's like falafel. So they have a special build to survive a very tough weather. They can climb the mountains. You know, they can live in a cold area. They can live in a very harsh area, a desert area. They can survive easy. So the Quran is protected, is a big fat lie. Allah, he could not even stop a goat. Okay, the goat ate the Quran. Where is the verses now? According to this hadith, there's verses about stoning to death. Stoning to death. All right. It says here the verses of stoning, which means stoning to death, are missing. This, you see here, it says the verse. Now there is no way the goat will eat a verse. I mean, imagine, guys, we have a page. The goat ate the verse. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? The verse is a small, tiny words. I mean, few words. The goat ate only the verse. Only this verse. So the goat ate whatever in her way, and now they are remembering the most important things. The goat ate. It is the verse of stoning. So we do not know what else is gone with it. Like the goat, there's no way she will eat only this verse and she will skip the other verse. It's not something you can lick like a yogurt in a page. The whole page is gone. So whatever in that page, at least let us say for God's sake, I mean for the sake of argument, one page. The page have in the front, the page have in the back. And there is no way two pages just a one verse. Then it says here, and the breastfeeding for adult 10 times was revealed. So those verses are gone too, which I wish they are there. Because this is a verse where Allah, He ordered the Muslim women to give her beautiful boobs. MashaAllah, alhamdulillah. I wish I can do that every day. You know, actually, I was thinking to open a drive-through breastfeeding in Las Vegas. Man, oh man. The Arab Muslim tourists, they will come from around the world to visit this store. Drive-through breast adult feeding. You open your window. We have small windows where women, they put their boobs coming out, and you suckle, and you pay. I mean, we accept a credit card. We accept anything. This is a religion. You see, we go back to the ethic of Islam. What kind of ethical God? He teach women she can give her boobs. You know, Muslim women, you cannot shake hands with them, brother, but we can shake their boobs and we can suck their nipples. And now this idiot goat, I hate her very much. She could not eat different verse. She ate my favorite verse in the Quran. I mean, look how lucky I am. You get all the Quran. All the Quran. What about eating the chapter about the ant? Huh? What about eating a chapter about vegetables? Why you choose this one? I mean, it's not even fair. I'm angry now. You don't want to see Christian Prince when he's angry. Do we have any Muslim would like to give us a call? So the lie about Quran is protected is a big fat lie. Allah could not even stop a goat. And you know what? Let us say for the sake of argument, the goat ate the Quran. Let us do this. You know me, I'm very good in art, right? You know me, I'm an artist by birth. You know, when my mom, she gave birth to me, they found a pen and the paint brush in my hand. You believe it? Yeah, I don't know where I get them from, but they found it in my hand. It's a true story. You can find it in Sahih Bukhari. So if we go and we say that there was a goat, this is a goat. The goat ate some pages of the Quran. Yummy, yummy. This is the Quran. Oh, he's calling back. Hello?
Hello, how are you?
Yes, Aziz, how are you?
Sorry, it's...
No problem, no problem.
It's a hectic day. You got to reach the American dream by working every day.
Yeah, good for you, good for you. No problem.
Okay.
So my friend, we were...
Where did we get to?
Yeah, we were talking about the Quran is protected or not, you know, and the gospel is protected or not. You see, in front of me, you mentioned to me the story, I mentioned to you the story of the goat who ate the Quran, and you said you know about it, right?
Yeah.
So this goat ate the Quran. Okay, how then the Muslims, they say to us, Allah protected the Quran when the goat was able to defeat Allah by this story?
Well, you know, if you look at today's, you know, daily things, you would see a lot of Qurans being destroyed or burned. Correct? That doesn't mean that the Quran is being burnt everywhere. Are we on the same point?
Yeah, but this is nothing to do with my topic.
Yeah, so this is not today, and this is not the topic of where the Quran first got printed. Yeah. So we agree on the same point.
Yeah, but you see
now
here,
the thing is, how would the Quran be copied exactly the same if some of it was eaten by a goat?
So now we have verses are missing, right?
Okay. So the thing is, the reason why I believe in it is not just because my dad told me, or such and such told me, or such and such told me. It's because I studied Arabic, and I am glad the fact that I'm fluent in Arabic. The fact that no human being can put words in Arabic together to be that perfect. The second thing is, God said that the Quran is not just saved through the book or the copy, but it's saved through, how do you say, memorized through the memories of Muhammad and his
Okay, that's wonderful.
friends.
So now we can find the verses for death, stoning to death, as long as they are surviving by the memory. Can you quote for me the verse of stoning?
The verse of who?
Stoning to death, or the verse about breastfeeding for adult. Can you recite the verse for me? You said, okay, the goat ate it, but however Allah protected, because the Quran is protected by the heart of the believers. But we cannot find the verses of stoning, or verses about breastfeeding for adult, or 10 times or 5 times. Can you recite for me the verses of breastfeeding for adult 10 times?
Okay. For example, those that like, when does somebody get stoned? First occasion is if you commit rape.
Aziz, listen to the question. Aziz, not
okay.
I'm not asking you about this. You said that the Quran is protected anyway by the heart of the believers, correct? Okay. Can you quote for me, or any Muslim, can he quote for me the verses of 5-time adult breastfeeding? Can you quote the verse for me?
What does that mean?
There's a verse in the Quran which is missing. Goat ate it, about 10-time breastfeeding for adult. In case you do not know what does that mean, your prophet, he allowed Muslim women, he ordered them to give their breast to a stranger if in order to stay with them or to meet with them. So with my respect to your family, I don't mean to be respectful. If you have a wife, she have to give her breast to a stranger, and he have to suck it 10 different times in order for him to be lawful to sit next to her in one room. This verse we cannot find in the Quran. Can you recite it for me?
So if I want to sit with a woman,
yes, you have.
I should suck her breast 10 times?
Yes, you have to suck it 10 times, and this was a verse in the Quran.
But what is the point of it?
I ask your prophet. I'm not the prophet. The prophet, he come with points nobody understand. He's your prophet, not mine. For me, I believe this is very bad. You know, I don't want to be.
I actually want to look at that, because
okay, let me give you the link. Here we go. Open the link, please, and read it for us. It's in Arabic, it's in English. You choose to read in whatever language you wish. Yeah. So here we have an ethical problem, and we have a problem with protecting the Quran, because there's, according to this hadith alone, there's a chapter about breastfeeding for adult 10 times is gone. There's a chapter about 5-time breastfeeding for adult is gone, and there's a chapter about stoning to death is gone. In the top of that, the Prophet teaching Muslim women to give their breast.
Okay.
So what do you think, Aziz?
1 second. What is the name of the hadith? Because I want to read. What is it called? I want to read it in simple Arabic.
Well, the link there have Arabic, my friend. The link there have Arabic. You can see the Arabic.
Yes. Yeah. I can see that Arabic, but you will laugh at me. It's gonna be hard for me to understand it all.
Yeah, but you said you are fluent in Arabic, so you are not fluent in Arabic.
Well, we all know that the Arabic.
Okay, let me read for you.
The one we practice today is...
Aziz, no problem. My Arabic is perfect. I will read for you. All right?
Go ahead.
I understand your Arabic is not good. حدثنا أبو سلمة يحيى بن etc. Let's go to the hadith. It says عن عائشة وأنا عبد الرحمن بن القاسم عن أبيه عن عائشة قالت لقد نزلت آية الرجم ووضاعة الكبير 10 ولقد كان في صحيفة تحت سريري فلما مات رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم تشاغلنا بموته دخل داجن فأكلها. Here we go. Done. So this is verses about stoning to death and verses about breastfeeding for adult 10 times. And when they were busy with the death of the Prophet, a goat get in and ate the Quran. And here you will see it says إرضاع الكبير عشر, which means an order for the Muslim woman to give her breast to an adult, a man, and he have to suck her breast 10 times until he is satisfied, and that will make him allowed to sit with that woman. Actually, there's different hadith says that Aisha, before she allowed a man to enter upon her, she ordered her sister to give him her breast 10 times in order for him to go and be in the room alone with Aisha.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Actually, there's a fatwa. I'm surprised, Aziz. There's a big fatwa in Egypt from the head of the Islamic Center of the Hadith, the Dean of Al-Azhar University. I'm sure you heard about Al-Azhar. He made a fatwa that any woman she want to mix with men, she have to give them her breast. And there's actually, yeah.
You might let's laugh a little bit. Fatwas, there is a lot of fatwas these days.
But this is your prophet fatwa.
There's something that I laugh about in my religion, which is anybody making a fatwa.
My friend, this is not anybody. This is the head of the Islamic Center, the dean of the Al-Azhar University, making the fatwa. And when the people ask him, how you say that? He said, this is not my fatwa. This is the fatwa of the Prophet.
The fatwa is what?
It's an order from God by your Prophet.
What does it say?
Well, as you see, this is a verse from the Quran, says that a Muslim woman, she have to give herself, her boobs, to a strange man. He have to suck her nipples 10 times until he's satisfied. Not in the same day. He have to do it in 10 different days, and each time he have to do it until he cannot do it no more. He stop. That's it. He's satisfied. So in this, I don't know. You can search it on YouTube. I wish I can play it for you, but they have copyright over it. You know, in the interview with the dean of the Azhar University, the host, the woman, she asked him, "Well, are you saying if I go in the bus, I have to give my breast to everybody in the bus?" He said, "Yes." And she said, "Do you know how many men here work with me in the studio? Are you saying to me I have to make them all suck my breast 10 times until they are satisfied in 10 different days?" He said, "Yes." He said, "How that can be?" He said, ask the Prophet.
That is
because this is the order of the Prophet. There's a story, in case you are not aware. There's a woman, her name is Sahla bint Suhail. Sahla, she is the one who came to the Prophet, and she said to him that she have a growing man, a slave, who is entering upon her, and her husband is not happy with the way he look at her, or the way that they say he's in the house. So the Prophet, he said, give him your boobs, let him suck it 10 times. The woman, she said, how I can make him suck my breast if he is a growing man? The Prophet said, well, I know he is a growing man, let him suck your breast. So the story, you know, the story about this is coming from your Prophet, and you know, how you can explain it? No, explain it to me.
Well, yeah, I'm right now reading about it actually.
Okay.
There are many things. Although what is strange is I don't know why they have Abi Hudayfa in it.
Yeah, Abu Hudayfa, supposedly he is the husband. The husband of this wife, he is unhappy with Salim. Salim is a slave she owned, and he is a growing man. So Abu Hudayfa is unhappy with seeing this man in the house. So she is asking the Prophet what I should do. The Prophet, he told her, give him your breast and let him suck it. But she said, how he can suck it? He is a grown man.
Yeah, it says, إن سالما قد بلغ ما يبلغ الرجال وعقل ما عقلوا وإنه يدخل علينا وإني أظن أن في نفس أبي حذيفة من ذلك شيئا فقال لها النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أرضعيه تحرمي عليه ويذهب الذي في نفس أبي حذيفة. فرجعت فقالت إني قد أرضعته فذهب الذي في نفس أبي حذيفة. رواه مسلم وابنه سهيل. هي سهلة بنت سهيل بن عمرو القرشي. أما العامري امرأة أبي حذيفة. So this is the same one we're talking about, correct?
Right. So what do you think?
So here it says قد أجاب جمهور أهل العلم عن قصة سالم بأجوبة منها أنه حكم منسوخ ومنها أنه خاص بسالم وامرأة أبي حذيفة.
منسوخ by 5. The نسخ here is it was 10 times. Then Muhammad he make it 5 times. So it's still this order for every Muslim woman she have to give her breast to a stranger and he can suck it 10 times. Do you agree with that, Aziz? Are you going to allow with my respect to your wife, I don't mean any insult.
No.
Do you allow your wife to do that?
1 second, please. It's a plastic spring for me? Yes, sir. How much?
Yeah, it's okay. He's busy. Let us see what he will say. Is he going to allow his wife to give her breast to a stranger? You see, this is the main reason Islam cannot be from the true God. Ethic in Islam is a joke. What kind of a prophet? He advised a woman to give her boobs to a growing man to suck it, and that supposedly will stop the anger of the husband. Who of you Muslims would like to invite me to his house and he sit watching me sucking the boobs of his wife, and that supposedly will cool you down? If you do that, you must be a perverted man. And what about the man who is sucking the boobs of your wife? What do you think will happen to him? And what do you think will happen to your wife? A man he is licking and sucking her nipples. What kind of solution this solution is? We are fixing the problem that the man is looking at the women in the dirty way by giving the man the opportunity to suck my wife boobs. We are Muslims, we are very conservative. We are very conservative. What conservative? Yes, our wife, she wear burqa, but she have to give her boobs to a stranger, and he can suck it 10 times. A long line of men in front of my door if she is beautiful. Every homeless in the world, if you live in San Francisco, you will find a lot of homeless. You know, every homeless in the city will come and get a free sucking. If my wife, she go in the train, she have to give her boobs to everybody in the train. I mean, Islam is very logical and it makes sense, and it's very decent religion. Very much. Yes, Aziz.
I got another customer.
No problem.
Go ahead.
So what do you think? If you know, if I was asking you with my respect to you about your wife, are you going to follow the Prophet and do this? You will let your wife give her breast to someone?
Of course not.
Okay, so why the Prophet? What kind of a prophet? He claimed that his God ordered him to do that, because as you see, this is a verse in the Quran.
Yeah. So that's the thing is, I've never heard of it. So this is supposed to be a verse in the Quran.
As I showed you, if you remember the hadith before, I showed you when we were talking about the protection of the Quran, that the goat ate, and this is why you asked me about this adult feeding thing. This is why I mentioned to you the other story. So this is a verse in the Quran. Read with me carefully. It says, لقد نزلت آية الرجم ورضاعة الكبير 10 ولقد كان في صحيفة تحت سريري. So those are chapters in the Quran. This is not only a hadith. Allah, he made supposedly a chapter about it in the Quran, at least verses, and this verse is abrogated by another verse which it says instead of the women doing that 10 times, she can do it 5 times.
What ayah is that?
We cannot find it in the Quran. This is what we're talking about.
Okay. So basically, this is something that is missing.
This is missing by Mrs. Goat. The goat ate it.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. So this is missing because the goat ate it.
Right. But as you see, the Muslims agree upon it, and until now, people they are doing fatwa because this is in the hadith. It's a real story. Your Prophet he mentioned, and he talked about, and even he support his opinion by a verse coming from his God, that a Muslim woman, she can give her boobs to a stranger, he suck it. So even if you watch the TV show, the Egyptian TV show, the woman, she asked him, she said, I have like a 500 men work in this studio. Should I give my breast to all of them and suck it? He said, yes. And when people, they start cursing this guy and humiliating him, he told them, you are all of you a bunch of ignorant. This is not my words. This is the Prophet saying that. And he showed him the story.
Okay, I'm just gonna, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna keep reading this.
No problem. So as you see, Aziz,
because there's no, I don't want to offend you. Anything on the TV, I don't believe, and that is due to something that happened to me when I was a little child.
I don't believe on TV. I agree with you.
Something happened, and
Aziz,
I saw it in my eyes, and then I saw it on the TV, and it was a lie. So okay, go ahead.
I'm not asking you to go by the TV. I just mentioned this guy, the dean of the Azhar University. This is not a guy who own a Pepsi Cola store. This is a professional, religious man, respected, hired by the government, approved by government, to present the country in the case of religion. So this is the highest authority of Islam. This is not you and anyone. This is a person who spent his life. He's a scholar, and he has many books. And he made a fatwa, and the fatwa is not from him. He is just quoting what your Prophet said. This is a hadith narrated by Aisha. Is Aisha a woman coming from the TV? No.
So, okay, but the thing is, as I kept reading, I'm sorry to interrupt, it's saying that this is not true, and the reason why, see, they list here is قال القاضي عياض ابن إكمال المعلم بفوائد مسلم كتاب الرضاعة باب رضاعة الكبير قوله في الحديث أرضعيه يذهب ما في نفس أبي حذيفة وفي الطريق الآخر تحرمي عليه قد حملها أزواج النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم على الخصوص كما تقدم دليل الكتاب بقوله, and this is an ayah, this is from the Quran, حولين كاملين لمن أراد أن يتم الرضاعة. So basically 2 years of breastfeeding to the little child. And then it says with بدليل آخر قوله لا إرضاع بعد فطام وقوله إنما الرضاعة من المجاعة. So you only breastfeed.
Yeah, but my friend, this is those people that are mixing. You are reading just an article. That's not true, because this is about a child. This case is not about breastfeeding. Here, breastfeeding is not for milk. There's no milk here. This woman, she's an old woman, Aziz. Women, they have milk only when they give birth. Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay. So the woman here is an old woman. She is not a young woman. She don't have a baby. She's not giving birth. So how is going to suck her breast and there's no milk anyway?
Well, like I said, see, I don't agree with that. And here is they're agreeing that which he told me is incorrect, because God said لا رضاعة بعد الفطام.
No رضاعة بعد الفطام for children. This has nothing to do with children. Those are adult. This is the verse of adult breastfeeding, not for children. That different topic. You see, when the Muslims make articles, it's very funny. Nobody is using his logic, and you are a person who likes logic, right? So the topic they are talking about is nothing to do with our topic. Here is not about breastfeeding for milk. Here is about a man sucking the nipples of a woman. She don't have milk. You see, Aisha, she never had babies, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I suckle from Aisha? I mean, what the point? She have no milk anyway. And Aisha, because she is the wife of the Prophet and nobody should do that with her, she was ordering her sister to do that. But her sister shouldn't have babies. So what they are sucking just her boobs. So what these children have to do, you see, when they make an article, it's very funny. They defend in a very funny way. They don't have the intelligence of conversation, because that is a topic and this is a topic. This is about a woman. She have a problem, and there's a man. He's a growing man, and now he is in her house, and she is not giving birth. She don't have milk. And الرضاعة من المجاعة, it's for someone who want to eat, drink. But this guy, this is not the purpose. And when they say it's not true, well, this is a verse in the Quran. What is not true?
That is, well, what you're saying is logic.
Yeah, so they are mixing things up. You see?
Okay, so here, I'm sorry, I pulled up another one, which sounds convenient to me. So let's just read it and see if we agree on it.
Okay.
Basically, it says, هل يجوز إرضاع الكبير غير المحرم, which is it okay to breastfeed somebody that is an adult who is not a family? So it says, first, الرضاع المحرم لا يتوقف عن مص اللبن من الثدي بل لو وضع في إناء وشرب منه الطفل كان ذلك رضعا معتبرا في قول جمهور العلماء. قال ابن قدامة رحمه الله قال الشافعي والصعود كالرضاع وكذلك الوجوه.
My friend, again, Aziz, you can take your time, but this is about children, have nothing to do with our topic. They are still talking about feeding a child milk. That is not the topic. This is a man.
I understand.
Yeah,
I understand.
They are mixing things up. There's no connection between this and this. You see, as I told you, you can read the whole article. You will see that the Muslims went so far trying to defend Islam by fabricating stories have nothing to do with the story. This woman, she is a woman, and it's not a child who is in her house. It's a man, a growing man, and this man do not need to drink milk, do he?
But this one is saying that he can drink the milk if it was
first of all,
go
Aziz,
ahead.
Rida'a is not a drinking. Rida'a is suckling. Rida'a, you can go to the dictionary. من رضع
I understand.
رضع على الشيء, which means he hold it between his lips and he hold with it and he suck it. So rida'a cannot be by drinking from a cup of water. So, but if you drink from a water from a milk of a woman and you are a child, according to Islam, this is considered equal to rida'a. But this is not the scenario we are talking about. The Prophet, he did not say to the women, give him some milk in a cup, let him drink it. He said to her, suckle him. And suckling is about you putting your lips around the nipple of a woman and suckling. And this woman, she don't have milk anyway. So this is have nothing to do with all the article written in front of you.
Okay, but it says if it was milked into a dish.
But my friend, this woman, she don't have milk anyway. And what that will do anyway? I mean, are we talking about a cow?
No.
This is a woman. She don't have a children. This is a woman. She is a growing. She don't have a baby. She don't have an infant to feed him milk. Women don't have always milk, and she is a growing old woman. So how she is going to feed? Don't you see that this woman, she was surprised? She said to him, "How I'm going to suckle him and he's a growing man." She didn't say how I'm going to feed him some milk. How I'm going to suckle him, but yet he is a growing man. So still we are talking about suckling. We are not talking about drinking milk, and the women, she have no milk anyway. But because the Muslims trying to avoid this, and what we will do with the verses in the Quran, this is a verse. The Quran says breast feeding for adult. What they are talking about is breastfeeding for a child. This is have nothing to do with our topic. In front of you, in the hadith, Aziz, does it say Rida'atul Kabir Ashar? Does it say that?
Yeah.
Okay, it's Rida'atul Kabir. So why they are talking about Rida'atul Saghir? They have nothing to do with each other.
Yeah. And here it also says لا يثبت التحريم برضاعة الكبير.
See, here we go.
قول جمهور الفقهاء.
Thank you very much.
الرضاع المعتبر ما كان في الحولين.
Thank you. So now it's still
basically,
and that will make it more of a problem now. We have bigger problem. Do you know what the problem now?
What is the problem?
They just admitted that if a man suckle a woman breast, that will not make him forbidden from her to have sex with her or to marry her, correct?
No, this is
okay.
Saying,
so what the point? So what the point then?
No, this is saying there is no prohibition from breastfeeding an adult.
Right. So a man, if he suckle a woman's breast, still he can have sex with her. So what the point?
It's the thing is saying there's nothing that prohibits.
Yes, there's nothing forbidden, which means
okay.
No.
So,
Aziz, let me explain to you. I don't know if you understand Arabic very well. What they are saying to you in Arabic there, that if a man he suckle from a woman, still he can marry her. But if a child he suckle from a woman, he cannot marry her. he cannot marry her daughter, or if she is a girl, she cannot marry her son, or which means she became like a family. So this is,
I know where you're coming from.
Yeah.
So for example, I actually have this situation. See, right now I am a brother of another guy who's not from my mother. How you're gonna ask me? Well, how is he your brother if he's not?
I know what you are talking about.
He is, because I was breastfed by his mom.
Yeah, but do you think really by somebody drinking the milk of somebody he became a brother really?
Well, yes.
Why?
Why? Because scientifically, the milk of a mother basically plants the love of that mother into you.
So if we drink, me and you, from the same cow, we became brothers?
Well, no, not a cow. See, there's a difference between the cow.
Why?
Because God made the woman milk different than the cow. The woman milk is something that God provided.
I can show you a Muslim guy calling the scholar live in TV. He was asking that he have a fiancé, and they are married already, actually, get picked up, so they are married already, but they did not do intercourse yet, and they made a mistake and ate from the same ice cream, and now he feared that he cannot marry her. What do you think?
Well, I think that guy is just having some problems or complicated.
Okay, so why you think it's logical? Come on, Aziz. So what is the difference really? It's saying to me that the woman, she put love. So what does that mean? I mean, I am not your brother anyway. If we drink the same milk, that is very silly.
So if, for example, let's just say you and I were breastfed from the same woman.
Yeah, and what that would do? Nothing. Okay. Nothing would do.
Well,
it's food.
And I know. And she has her daughters. And they also got breastfed at the same time with us. When we grow up, we're going to grow up together. Aren't you going to feel like she's your sister?
Okay, let me ask you. You as a Muslim, you are allowed to marry your cousin, correct?
Not really.
Who said that?
Who said that? That is, as the way I was taught, that is something that is not preferred to do.
So it's not, is it based on Islam or based on your family that told you it's not right?
Basically, it's based on Islam.
Oh, okay, so it's based on Islam.
So basically, my dad believes and my grandpa believes that marrying from somebody that is not from the family is better, because marrying from the family could cause problems. Yeah,
but what the Quran says is the opposite. The Quran says it is lawful for you to marry the
lawful to marry your cousin, not your sister, not your brother.
This is what I asked you. I said to you, so you cannot marry from someone just because she drank milk with you, but you are marrying a cousin who have your blood already.
Well, the thing is, like I said, there's a difference between. Okay, so how does love is planted into your heart as a baby? And how is it planted?
What that have to do with the milk?
Well, it's because it's from your mother.
What if I take milk from a cow or a goat? She is a mother too. The mother, the goat is a mother. The goat, she don't have always milk.
See, the thing is, you cannot compare a human to an animal.
Why we cannot? Why we cannot?
Why? Because God said that God said that the humans are not the same as animals.
No, he said that animals are community like you, and they have even Quran. Don't you know that?
Hold on. No, I actually know this one, but I just don't know the ayah. I just want to find the ayah.
The Quran says, وَمَا مِن دَابَّةٍ فِي الْأَرْضِ وَلَا طَائِرٌ يَطِيرُ بِجَنَاحَيْهِ إِلَّا أُمَمٌ أَمْثَالَكُمْ مَا فَرَّطْنَا فِي الْكِتَابِ مِنْ شَيْءٍ. Animals are Muslims like you, and they are community. So what the difference between drinking the goat milk and drinking a woman goat milk? At the same time, we are going far away from our topic. How that if the man drink the women milk, even if there is milk, you just said that she is not forbidden for him still. So what the point?
Well, like I said, the point is, if you don't agree with me on this, let's not take it religiously, and I hope you don't get offended. I would think that somebody is ridiculous when they're gonna marry somebody that they were breastfed from the same mother.
Okay, I'm asking you now about your prophet. He ordered the women who have no milk anyway to give her breast to a man, and you are the one who did read for me that it says there this man is still lawful for her. So what the point? So what the point? What we did now? What we did by making this woman giving her breast to that man? What is the accomplishment?
Yes, it's in there. Go ahead.
And I never came for phone?
No, no, he never did. Here. The thing that we were talking about was breastfeeding in adults, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, when you're gonna be breastfed, you're a family.
But you just said he's allowed still to have sex with her if he is a grown man. That the forbidden only is for children. This is what you said. What it says in front of you in the page. Okay, so what the point of having a woman giving her breast to a man?
Well, that child, before he become an adult,
this is not a child now.
Already, well, he was a child, correct?
But now he's a man. We're talking about a man.
Yes.
We're not talking about breastfeeding for a child. We're talking about the breastfeeding for adult. He is a man.
Yes.
So what we will do if a woman she gave her breast to this man? What happened?
Well, you do agree on me with when I said that the love gets planted when you are a child, not when you're an adult.
Okay, so let us say that's fine, no problem. What about the man now? Our problem is the man.
Well, the man was a child, and the love was already planted in him when he was a child.
But the man, he did not suck the woman when he was a child. He's asking her now, and then this man now is a grown man to give her boobs to him. He's not a child no more. He's a man. It's in front of you. The hadith. Okay, so what's the point of giving a man the boobs of a woman? She don't even have milk, and she is a grown woman, and he is a grown man. Do you think really a man he sucked a woman's breast, he will behave?
He will behave?
Yeah. Do you think it's right for a woman to give her breast to a stranger? Do you think a woman she will not get excited and the man will not get excited? What's the point of this? This is a perverted behavior. What do you say, Aziz? I don't want to. Don't take anything I say to you personal, please. I respect you.
Yeah, I'm not.
Imagine me. Let us say about me. I don't want to make it about you, so you don't get offended. Imagine I'm a Muslim. I opened the door of my house and I found a man in the couch with my wife, and he is suckling her nipples. I said, "What are you doing?" She said to me, "My honey, the Prophet said, if a man he will enter the house, and this is the cable guy, I cannot let him enter without suckling my breast."
Well, the thing is that man is not going to enter the house without a man in the house.
Well, he is already in the house. As you see, this man, he is in the house. He lived there.
Well, that guy grew up in that house.
My friend, doesn't matter. The husband is unhappy for seeing a stranger in his house. Still, he is not her son. If you have a slave, doesn't mean he's not a man. He is her slave. He is not her son. He is not her brother. He is just a stranger.
So, he'll be back. Sorry.
Yeah, he is just a stranger anyway. So what the point? What Muhammad accomplished by making this man, or this is an order for all Muslim women, and this is a verse in the Quran too, that she have to do it 10 times. What is the point if you still can have sex with her? You are the one who said to me, still
just apple.
No, apple.
I'm sorry, sir.
It's okay, Aziz. It's okay, Aziz. This guy is busy. Anyway, guys, he's a nice guy, but obviously he's trying to defend this madness. But you cannot defend that. Thank you, Aziz, for calling. Anyway, guys, so today we cover something very important about Islam, but we don't really cover everything. The most important thing about Islam, that this religion have no ethic. No ethic. And it's stupid. What kind of a prophet he order me or order my wife to give her boobs to a stranger? And what kind of a religion practice such a practice? It doesn't make sense. And the funny that Mr. Aziz, he said he is the person who go by logic. But I am sure now he is like, what the heck is this? I mean, what the heck of this is a religion? The ethic of Islam is bad in any way, any place you go. What about the Prophet ordering the man that he can beat his wife? Since when beating women will fix relationship? Since when beating women will make a family better? Since when man he should beat his wife because he's a man? Where is the ethic? It is the opposite. A man should not harm a woman, for if he does, he's a coward. Do we agree, guys? A real man, he practice his muscles on a woman, he is a coward, he's a potato. So what kind of religion, the ethic of it, I can beat women, I have the right to jail them, I have the right to shout at them, I have the right even to force them to give their boobs to a stranger. This is God and this is a religion. الرجال قوامون على النساء بما فضل الله بعضهم على بعض. Allah, he favor men upon women. Why? Why? Because they spend their money on them. What the heck? Men are the protectors and maintainers of women because Allah has given one more other strength. What does that mean? If you have more strength, he is the protector and the maintainer. What if the woman she have more strength? If the strength is the reason, there's many men, they cannot even fight a woman. And I'm very serious about that. There's women, they can beat 3 men in the same time. Who told you that all men are stronger than women? No, it's not the same said in the Bible. The Bible speak about the man, he have a duty, not the man he can beat his wife. The man have a duty to provide to his family, not he have a duty to beat his wife. The head of the house in the Bible is the man, yes, but the head of the house too in the women in the Bible, she is the queen of the house. The Bible describe the head of the house is the church and Jesus. You read the whole chapter and you will see that you are wrong. We just said that in the Bible it teaches that the man is the head of the house, and the head of the house is the same as Jesus, who gave himself to the church, which means the Bible made the women equal to the church, and there's no Christian he will humiliate the church. A Christian, he should defend, protect, provide, and give himself the same as Jesus, he gave himself to the church. This is what the Bible teach. What people do, they take a verse and they cut it out. And they say, okay, the Bible says that. We are talking about a person or God who speak of beating women, disrespecting them, jailing them, and Jesus never taught such a thing. Jesus taught us, even in the Old Testament, that when the man and the woman they get married, they become one, not two. So how we are one, but yet we are insulting each other? How we are one, but we are not respecting each other? Show me where in the Bible, Mr. Animos, Jesus, he told the man that the woman, she should be beaten, as an example, or the wife, she should be treated like garbage. Can you show me that? The Bible teaches that the man is the head of the house, yes, but the head of the house is the same as Jesus, the head of the church. This is what the Bible says. So you don't take a phrase and you say this is what the Bible teaching. You give me the teaching of the Bible, not a teaching of 2 words. So the Quran and the religion of Islam is suffering badly from ethic. What about jailing them? You see, the Muslim in their translation, they put falsely the word first. Like you see here the word first. What first? There's no first and there's no next. The man, he can punish his wife by not having sex with her, but the woman, she cannot do the same. Can the Muslim women do the same? Can the Muslim man do the same? Or the Muslim woman, sorry? No, he cannot. As simple as that. And you see, like when somebody this person in the text, he posts for you a verse, but he will not post what the chapter is saying, because this is how people, they play games. I'm challenging him. He keeps saying to me that the Bible says the man is the head of the woman. So we said that already, and we gave you what the Bible says. The man is the head of the house, not the head of the woman, which means he's the head of the family. That's what the Bible teaches. However, the same as Jesus is the head of the church, and he gave himself to the church, this is how the man, he gave himself to his wife. So the man is the head of the house. That does not mean the woman is the tail of the house. The man is a head for something he will sacrifice himself for, not destroy. And there's a huge difference. Hello?
Hello, sir.
Hey, my friend, how are you doing?
You okay?
Well, fine.
You're fine, yeah. That's good. That's good to hear. It was a nice chat with the other fella that you were speaking earlier.
Yeah.
And the one who was working. I think, at least I think he was trying to be honest, unlike some people. The question I wanted to ask, basically, let's pretend that I am a Muslimah and I simply just want to divorce my husband and don't have proof of him cheating or anything. What are the reasons that a Muslim woman can divorce her husband, and how does she need to go through it? Because we know with a Muslim guy, with a man, he can say, is it triple talaq or whatever it's called?
Yeah, the woman in Islam, she can ask for divorce, but it's up still to her husband to do so or not. And in the same time, this is called al-khula, which means she is the one who is trying to get out. And based on al-khula, she deserves no dowry and deserves no money from the husband. So she will lose everything. She can ask for divorce. And if he agree,
the children as well.
If he agrees, she will lose everything. She cannot take with her anything, even her clothes, which he gave her. She have to leave it at home. Anything he gave her before, she have to leave, for she is the one is leaving. However, if the man decide to do so, which means not based on her request, then he have to pay her what he promised in the contract of nukah, which is the contract of sex. So because he is the employer and he is the one who finished the contract, and now it's time for her to get her, let us say, wages. Okay, but if she decide to leave, she have no right for wages.
Okay.
Yeah, she can. But and then even though if she asks for divorce,
she can leave. Sorry.
Yeah.
She can leave for any reasons she wants, right?
She can if he approve it anyway. At the end of the day, he have to approve. He have to agree.
Oh, he has to agree.
Oh yeah,
let's
yeah. No,
let's say the husband.
No. If you don't
the
want,
husband is nasty and he doesn't want to agree.
Today,
the woman doesn't have the proof to prove anything. He really just doesn't like this man.
She cannot.
How can she divorce him?
She cannot.
She cannot.
She cannot. But in modern court, in some Islamic countries, like I heard that in Egypt now, they made a new law where the woman she can ask for divorce because the violence is increasing, you know, and women they are committing suicide or stuff like this. So they come with a solution saying that women she can ask, but even if the husband did not agree, if she can prove that he is beating her like to almost to death, like
not a normal beat.
Yeah, she been taken to hospital and she have a report that almost she died, or he is doing like torture, like burning her skin by some crazy men. You know, they heat some metal and they touch her or a knife, or they have a sexual madness fantasy where they hurt the women during that. So if she can prove such a thing, she can get a divorce. But normally, if the divorce is just because she don't want him no more, she have to give up all her rights, and he have to agree. Then she can get her divorce. Yeah.
No, I've watched something. It was like on the TV. They were trying to show the woman went and asked for divorce, and then the Sharia court basically said, try it and see. Let's try it again, see if things, and then come back to us and so forth. So it was more of try and see first and come back. So I was thinking, what are actually the rights of a divorce for a woman? Because I mean, one of the arguments that Muslims try and use is that we as a Christians, we shouldn't divorce. And then they say, oh, what if the woman wants a divorce? The husband is abusive and all of this. We in Islam, we let the woman divorce and so forth, So I wanted to...
A woman, she cannot be seen. In Islam, there's no marriage. In Christianity, marriage is real. In Islam, there's a sex contract. And the sex contract can be finished even by text message. You can go right now and search. You will find that it's allowed in many Islamic countries because of the phone.
It was in there's a national. It was in a national radio.
Right.
There is Majid Nawaz. You know him. I think you made the video about him.
Right.
Basically, when he talks usually about Islam, and he tends to be like the liberal and so forth. I think he's left Islam, to be honest. But he uses Islam to make a name for himself because he ends up having a place in the radio station. So people cannot say you're being Islamophobic because he says, well, I'm a Muslim. So he was talking about the triple talat. Is it talat?
Yes, talat. Yeah.
Yeah. He was talking about the triple talat, how it's happening. And so many women were calling in. This is in UK, So many women were calling. And this woman was saying, basically, the husband divorced her, but then they wanted to get back together, so she had to go and have sex with another man in a hotel in order to get back to him, to make the marriage. This wasn't on live on the radio. I actually couldn't believe I was hearing that,
Yeah, this is in the Quran anyway.
This is in UK. This is in UK, live on radio show. Not one woman. There were so many women that were calling saying this is a big, big problem because then these people cannot get back together, and they really regret what's happened. They want to go back and they couldn't get back, that sort of thing, So yeah. I believe everything you're saying because I mean these people were phoning in. Even we're talking in Western world. We're not talking in, I don't know.
Well, this is what the Quran says. The Quran says if a man divorces his wife 3 times, she cannot get back to him until she if a new guy, and then that guy he divorced her, and then she can go back to her husband.
Well,
it doesn't
say just F. I think it says taste the juice.
Yes. You know, the hadith says taste her juice and she tastes his juice, but the Quran used the word tankah, which means to if. So if a woman,
does it?
Yeah, the Quran used the word tankah.
Tankah.
Yeah,
the F word.
Yeah, the F word. The hadith says, the prophet, he said that if a woman she got divorced 3 times, she can't get back unless she tastes his juice and he tastes her juice.
So the Quran really uses that word. What do Muslims admit to that word, or do they say it has a different meaning?
If you remember, we have a guy who called us, his name is Nightmare, and he gave us
I cannot forget him.
Yeah, he gave us a website, and we went there and we found that taste asilatahu, the word asila is the orgasm. He tried to deny first. He said this is not about his juice, and he said his sweetness. So we went to the dictionary and we looked for the word asila, and we found that it says that asila, it means until he tastes her orgasm and she tastes his orgasm. Yeah.
So it is for the man to accept the divorce, and if the man doesn't accept the divorce, then basically,
you know, let me tell you what some men do. Because the woman, she is allowed to ask for divorce, but then she will lose all her money. So what some men do, like let's say he want to get rid of this woman, what he would do, he will be so harsh on her, beat her every day, humiliate her, and then he says, if you want, he keeps saying to her, well, if you want, ask for divorce, because he wants her to ask, so she would go out with nothing. You know what I mean? Because if she asks,
and if she goes, because you know, even in UK we do have Sharia courts. You know, not necessarily massive courts, is, you know, one of these small places where the Muslims go and do their own private dealings. You know.
Yeah.
So there are Sharia courts in UK. So what happens is that they go and do these divorces between themselves.
Right.
And a lot of them fall into that because they'll say, look, if you're going to go to a main court, you're going to get shamed by the community because of, you know, sometimes they live in a group of, say, a Muslim area, more or less, you know, they always live sort of in a groups. So there will be a big community for that person there if she goes through another court and tries to do it a dodgy way, you know, so they're under pressure to go through that court.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
I mean,
but I mean, whatever they do there, we are talking about Islam in general. It doesn't matter which country. If a man, he want to get rid of the woman, all what he need to do to make her go without anything he promised her even to pay, even the gift he gave her, he just humiliate her, and then he give her the choice. If you want, just ask for divorce. He will not divorce her himself, because then if he divorce her without her request, he have to pay her. So this is, even the solution is not for the benefit of the woman, it's for the benefit of the man, because it's still why okay, if she asks for a divorce, she have to lose everything. Why? You know, so this is not was not done for the sake of the woman, it was done for the sake of the man. It is a solution for him to give her nothing. So she did marry him, she did live with him for many years. Let us say a woman, she married a man for 20-30 years, and now he start beating the hell of her because he want to make her ask for divorce, so he will pay her nothing, and the money he will save from her, he can go and get a brand new girl who is maybe 12 years old, or even 9, or even 6. You know, so this is not a solution for the women, that the woman, she can ask for divorce, because it is not an equal right anyway. She don't get.
So it is completely like an employment contract. You know, you have redundancies,
right?
Where you have to pay the employer for the service that they've done.
If you quit,
so let's say, I don't know what you call it in US, but in UK we call it redundancies. So if you work, say, for a company for 10 years, and they no longer need you because they haven't got that role anymore.
Yeah.
You know, you're the driver now. They don't need any driver anymore because they're no longer doing deliveries. So they don't have any other role. What they do is they make you redundant. That's what we call it in UK, which means then they pay you for a couple of years that you've done the service. Right. You know, I think you don't just get sacked.
Yeah.
Whereas if you want to leave, you don't get any bonuses. Right. You just don't get paid.
Right. This is exactly what it is. So if they are the ones kicking you, they give you, like some countries, they give you 1 month salary for every year.
In UK they do that. 1 month is 1 month or 1 week or something like this.
1 month salary for every year. So let's say if you work for 20 years, then we give you salaries of 20 years a month.
And in UK, if you are over 55 years and somebody does, makes you redundant, they have to pay you all the pension up to the age of pension age, which could be 67, 65, 67.
Yeah. Well, so, the poor Muslim woman, she will lose everything, and she will be, and even I know a story of a guy. This is a long time when I was like a very young in a teenage. There's a guy. He's a Bedouin, and he did not show up to the school, etc. We walked and talked together. We are, he's in our classroom. So I told him, "Hey, Muhammad, what happened? Where you been, man?" He said, "Man, it's a long story. My dad, he divorced my mother, and his mother is an old woman now. He said we were looking for her for a place to live, to stay. And the dowry he paid her is not enough to buy a TV. So what happened? This woman, she did marry him, let us say 30 years ago. And let us say at that time he promised her $300, but at that time $300 can buy a big farm. If he divorced her, the contract they write down that if I divorce you, let's say let's use the currency of Iraq. Before
they do have to disclose all their income and everything and do like a proper contract, because I think
not income.
Some of your listeners, your listeners don't.
No, not income.
This whole contract about the money that is there. I think.
Yeah, this is not income. He signed a contract saying I will pay you a down payment, etc. for now, and then if I divorce you, you will receive a final payment of etc. And this
has to be done in a proper Muslim wedding.
Yes, and before the marriage.
So there has to be a buy contract and exit contract.
Yes, the exit contract is the most important for the Muslim women. That's why they ask now, in order to make it very hard for the Muslim man to get rid of them when they get old. They ask for a very high number as a protection. So if you divorce me, okay, I want $500,000. Now, if this guy he signs such a thing, he's in trouble. But what he will do, as I told you, there's a solution. Okay, if I divorce you, you will get 500,000. But what if I make you divorce me? You get nothing. So he beat her every day. He humiliate her every day. He can spit at her. He can do whatever he wants every day. What she can do about it? In Islamic countries, most of them, if the man he don't leave marks in the body to the point is breaking bones, or even if he have marks like a blue in the skin, it's okay. But if the marks is the kind will cause like a permanent damage, which is going to be for maybe many months, or he broke his bones, then she can ask for divorce and get her money. But if just normal beating, is fine. The Quran says you can beat them. If he's spitting at her, beating her, slapping her,
even little slaps is enough.
Right.
They don't have to. You don't have to break somebody to break your bones. When somebody keeps slapping you, even that is enough, and you don't have to leave marks. Even these little slaps.
Imagine you spit at her every day, from the morning at the night. I mean, she will leave. She will leave. She want to go. It's going to be her life like hell. She will be like a dog in the house. He can humiliate her. And he has full control. You see, in the Middle East and Islamic countries, if a woman she leave the door of the house without permission of the husband, he can call literally the police for her, and she will become wanted officially. The police will announce her name as a wanted criminal. So if the police found her in any airport, any train station, any bus, anywhere, she will be arrested immediately, and she will be taken for her husband.
So it's like an app, like the iPhone. Find my key, find my wife, sort of thing.
Yeah. Find her and bring her here. This is in Islam they call it Baytul Ta'a, the house of obedience. So the man, let us say you came back home and you find that your wife, she have a letter says I'm gone, bye. What you do as a Muslim man, you call the police and you give them her name. You say I am the husband of etc. And this my wife, she ran away. The police legally they will announce her name as a wanted woman for all over the country. And even if she found in other country, like let's say a woman, she ran away to Pakistan, but the guy is from Saudi Arabia, he can chase her. The Saudi government, they will call the Pakistani government if they receive information that the woman is there, and the Pakistani government, they will arrest the woman because they share the same law, and then they will ship her as a criminal to the Saudi, and then the Saudi will deliver her back to her husband, and her husband, he have the right upon her arrival to teach her how to behave, which means he beat her. Yeah, and she will be humiliated by the society, like, you know, she will be treated like a whore. You know, she's a woman who run away. You know. Yeah.
I mean, it's very sad for, you know, as much as you laugh at these crazy laws, it's very sad to what really happens to some of these women and what they have to go through and what they face, you know.
Yeah.
When you see a woman who's covered and all of this, a lot of them don't want to be that way, and they're just being forced.
Well, you know,
there may be some who think yes, they do it because they feel close to Allah and all this, but a lot of them, they do have a lot of problems. So it's a very sad thing.
You know, I used to have a landline in my place in USA, but my landline was dead. I mean, nobody called me. You know, I have few people know me, but when I was in the Middle East, if you have a phone line and you are single, your phone will never sleep. I'm talking about the old days when there's no smartphone yet, etc. It's only landline.
I know.
And then
people ring what's called a lucky number. Just ring a number.
They call if the guy is mostly either if a male is calling to find a female, or female calling to find a, so whoever, like, who's your luck. So you call, and you are a girl, and the guy who answered there.
They did exactly that on my country.
Yeah.
Even now, I think they're still doing it, but they did that a few years ago. It was very big. People just calling randomly, you know, and just.
And she whispers. She says, "I cannot speak loud because my husband is here." Oh, okay. No. So because the house is like a jail, so those women, they try to find any exit. They are jailed at home. Like now, I don't want to be rude and show you what they do in their houses. Like, go now to any app, any website, go and see in YouTube, type the word Mahlaya, and you will find what Muslim women do inside their houses. It's crazy. And internet now gave them a very huge door. And now, like, you see a lot of change happening in Islamic countries. Islamic countries are not the same as before anymore. You know, they are seeking women. They are seeking freedom, which is extreme. It's not normal no more. Because, you know, when you put a person in jail for a long time, and then suddenly you open the door, you
lose credibility as a man.
Yeah, he don't act.
Yeah,
he don't act.
So the man have lost credibility.
I don't know if you ever have a dog. If you have a dog and you never let him go out, and then suddenly you open the door.
I've kept somebody's dog before, so I know.
Open the door, he will go crazy. He will run like crazy. He's not even maintaining his feet. Like, his feet is going like, you know, because he is so excited. Finally, he's out.
To be out.
This is exactly what happened to those people. So when they go abroad, when they get their chance to do things, they do it in an extreme way. If you
they go crazy. They will jump on the man, and I know.
Men and women doesn't matter. By the way, even the man, even the Muslim man, when he go abroad, if he is not used to go abroad, he don't act normally. Like if you go in the month of Ramadan, like in any country in Asia, like example in Philippines, I was there, and you will see in the month of Ramadan how all the restaurants are busy. But the Muslims are not in the restaurants. The Muslims are in the bars. Any bar have a restaurant bar, whereas you can find prostitution. Like, you know, I remember there's like a square, and there's like a coffee shop, there's restaurants, and there is the bar who have it's like a resto bar. There's a restaurant and bar in the same time, where there's a lot of prostitutes. They come to hunt for foreigners. You will find 90% of those who they are outside and inside in this bar are Muslims, and most of them, they are coming from Saudi Arabia. You see, the more freedom people have, the more they do those stupid things. As an example,
it's more dangerous. Let me tell you. I mean, I come from a communist country, so people were in a communist like North Korea now. Basically, you don't. You know, when we first got like a remote control to turn on a TV, which was probably casual here.
Yeah,
people didn't believe it. People used to say, "What?
It was a big deal.
You can't turn. How can you turn on a TV from sitting down? You know, that sort of thing." But then, because of that, as soon as the freedom opened, it sort of contaminated people. The people went crazy. People started doing all sorts of things, you know, because they haven't been taught from a young age to do that. You know, they haven't been taught in a certain way.
Finally, they have a freedom. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like you go crazy, do drugs, do drinking, do all of this, you know, whereas somebody else has been raised to know the difference between wrong and right, even though he has opportunity to do it all his life, but he doesn't do it. So I've experienced that sort of thing. So I've seen that sort of thing. I know what it is. So I fully understand what you're saying, because these women, especially a lot of them, if they've been beaten or I mean, I've met women like that, you know, like Turkish.
It's very normal, by the way, to happen to everybody. But Islam is a religion because it doesn't give a solution. Islam creates a problem. I made a video. I'm sure you know about it, where a Muslim TV station speaking about that a certain percentage of people in the city of Jeddah, they are having a homosexuality, family member having sex with family member, which means everything is wrong. But what is the reason? The reason is Islam, because Islam make you not to live a normal life. When you don't have a normal life, you don't act normally at the end of the day. You start acting like an animal. This is why they have a very high number of percentage of homosexuality in Islamic countries, because the male is allowed to be with male and the female is allowed to be with the female. So a woman, let's say a young teenage girl,
they go like bachi in Afghanistan,
right? So like no, not just a normal thing. Like, you know, let's say somebody have a daughter. She is 16 years old, and she is not allowed to go with boys. She cannot see boys. She cannot have a normal life, see normal people. So what she can do? Oh, my cousin, she's coming over. She want to sleep over. Is that okay? Oh, she is a cousin. She is a female. She is a female. They can sleep together in the same bed. But those are girls who they are not allowed to see men. And that will start what is called lesbian. And the same for boys. A boy, he is allowed to invite a boy who is his cousin or his friend to sleep over. No problem. No problem. He can sleep over his house. He can sleep over your house. Both they sleep in the same bed, and they are not allowed to have a normal relationship, even to speak with women. So what they do? They became gays. So this is why homosexuality in Islamic countries is extremely high. You know, because they don't have a normal life. When you don't have normal life,
and if you go and ask them, they don't even think they're gay. They just say they just see it as a normal thing to do. You know?
No, they are not gays. For them, they are not gays. This is like it's fun.
For them it's just fun. Because I was watching a Turkish, well, it was a Turkish show showing it. It was done in UK by BBC, but it was showing in Turkey. You know, where the men were going to sleep with what do you call them, tranny? They having sex with men who are dressed like women, and you know, sex shame. You know, that sort of thing. And they would say, no, I'm not, I am straight, I'm not gay, you know.
So what is doing there?
but does the woman asked him, you know, but he does you, right? Yes, but no, I do him. So I'm it's very funny, actually. It's really funny, because he says, no, they don't do me, I do them, so I'm not gay.
Yeah, supposedly if he is doing them, he is not gay, supposedly. Like he is the hero now.
Yes, and they're laughing with their, you know, they with his friends, so it's not like hiding or hidden. They just young guys, and it's like, there's absolutely no shame about it. So it's just really funny.
Welcome to us.
That's what I wanted to ask. Really, it's just to clarify the whole divorce thing.
By the way, I made a video yesterday. I don't know if you downloaded it. Did you?
I don't think I've been able to download it yesterday. I've been busy lately. I have my reasons. I don't want to.
You have 4 wives now? Be honest. 4 wives? You have 4 wives or what? It's okay. You don't need to tell me. It's okay. I understand.
I can't talk because two of my wives are here. So.
Oh, okay. I will not tell.
They will get the kitchen noise, you know.
Oh boy.
In UK, you know, it's dangerous.
All right, my friend. Thank you very much for coming. Take care.
And one of them wants to divorce me because I listen too much to Christian Prince.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Take care, my friend.
All right. Take care.
Thank you for calling.
Cheers. Cheers. Bye.
All right. Today we cover some of the bad ethic of Islam and why Allah cannot be God. Everything we mentioned there is a clear proof that Islam does not bring a solution. Islam is a problem. It's a problem for the family, problem for society. Islam not only don't have ethic, it teaches something ugly, disgusting, stupid. Like women, she can give her breast to a stranger. The man, he can beat his wife. The man, he can, if he divorces his wife, she had to sleep with someone else to get back. Islam create problems, don't give solution. The funny Muslim, they say to us, Islam is a solution. Islam is the problem. This is why you will not find a happy family in Islamic countries, because family is based in a value of a man and a woman, not a value of a man and a bunch of women, not in a value of a man and threesome, not in a value of a group sex, not in a value where the son, he do not know who is his brother, not in a house where the man is allowed to lie to his wife. As we heard the Muslims, when he called us, he said, yeah, you can lie to your wife, so what? And the wife, she can lie to the husband. The ethic is one of the biggest problems. And now we are just talking about general ethic in Islam. We did not talk about the ethic of Muhammad, which is very filthy. From forcing his son to give his wife to him, to having sex with the children like Aisha, and that affects the Islamic society, because now Muslims, they have no limit of how young the girl she can be, yet she is a sexual target. So we cannot consider Islam as an ethical religion, regardless if it is a false or not. It's far from ethic. You see, for me, if you are a Hindu, you believe in the wrong belief. If you are a Buddha, you believe in the wrong belief, etc. But I cannot compare anyone to the madness of Muhammad. Where women, she became a sex toy. A children's became sex toy. Even the promise of God in heaven, even his heaven is not ethical. Have you ever heard of heaven? Have nothing there but a bunch of naked people having sex non-stop. Even heaven became dirty. When a prophet, he promised his followers that he will have an orgasm of 70 years. Did we ask ourselves, where is the ethic? What 70 years mean? Having sex with who? The Muslim will say to you, with his wife, but he don't know his wife. Those are women are made for sex. This is not a wife. This is a sex toy. Where is the ethic of wife? The ethic of having a wife and husband. You see, the Muslim, the funny about them, they say to you, we believe in the story of Adam and Eve. Okay, so why God created Adam and Eve, not Adam and Eve's? Why in the case of Islam only, Adam and Eve became Adam and Eve's? And what one man need of 80,000 women and 80,000 little boys, and the Muslim, they say 80,000 little boys to serve us. What is the ethic of this God to force children for eternity to serve me? If it is really just servant, which is I don't believe, because the Quran says those boys will never bleed. Bleed from what? The Muslim, they will say to you, oh, bleed here is about they will not get drunk. They are my servant and they are boys and they got drunk. I thought they are servant. They would drink with me. Obviously, I'm sleeping with them. What is the ethic of forcing children to be my servant slaves forever? For eternity. So slavery in earth, slavery in heaven, and that is Islam. And even the Quran promise that those women in heaven, they will be restrained in their tents, so they can't even see outside. Yes, they are in heaven, but they are in the tent. Why? Because they are made for sex. This is their job, is to be in the bed, not to be outside. That's your job. Allah, He made the women in the heaven for sex. And those women, according to Muhammad, they are the kind, because Muhammad and the Arab, they are obsessed with the white color. So he promised them that those women, you can see the marrow of their bones, which means they are very white to the point you can see through, as you see in the front of your eyes. Even the ethic of a beauty is not there, because this is a racist promise to the point he is favoring the white women, and this woman, she is extremely white to the point we can see through her bones. What is the ethic of that? And why this woman, she look like a jellyfish? Because Muhammad is giving an extreme false promise that, okay, you are an Arab and you like white women, guess what? Those women are so white to the point you can see through their marrow, the marrow of their bones. What kind of God and what kind of ethic He provide with such a promise? And not to forget to mention how ugly it is to have a woman, you can see her as if you are an X-ray machine, because this is exactly what he's saying. You can see through the marrows of her bones. This is a stupid promise, stupid mentality, and a madness. Just to give you an idea what that X-ray women look like, let me show you. But please don't get excited by seeing the heavenly women of Allah, at least for the men. Look at this. This is what Allah promised us in the heaven. This is how He described those women. We are going to see through their bones. Imagine. This is God's promise. This is the heavenly God. This is the Almighty God. This is a woman I'm going to sleep with, and this is supposedly the most beautiful woman. I can see through the marrows of her bones. And as you see, Muslims, we're not making things up. This is what your Prophet said. Every one of you will have 2 wives of the Huri and the rest from different. By the way, there's many numbers because the Muslims have many ranks. Because some people, they might say, you said 80,000, somebody says 72, somebody said 70. Muslims, they have ranks, which means depend in how good you are. If you are a person who joined Al-Qaeda, you get more. If you are a person who never killed any Christian or Jew, you do get less. So this is the lowest one. And those women, they are going to be those wives, the Huris, will be so beautiful, pure, and transparent that the marrow of the bones of their legs will be seen through the bones and the flesh. So when we show you this picture here, we are not making fun. This is exactly how it looked like. This is how your Prophet, what he promised you. And I'm going to take off this picture because I can tell that some men are misbehaving here. They're getting so excited. They could not resist the temptation of this scene. I mean, this is so much. Who can resist that? We have to be honest as men. I mean, this is amazing, so beautiful. Whew. Man, this is so hot. You have a wife, she is a jellyfish. At least now I can see the poo-poo inside her. And if she ate my hamburger, I can know who is the one who ate my hamburger. Where's my money is going? If she hides some money in her bra, I can see through. I mean, and Muslims, how you can see through? I mean, what does that mean? What kind of bones she have? What kind of a flesh you have? I mean, this guy is madly obsessed with the, I don't know what to say. Anyway, guys, if you notice here with me, this woman, I don't know if you can see what I see. This woman, she is wearing high heels. All right, but look what happened here. She have something here. I'm just studying one of my future wives. You see here, I'm not sure if this is a bracelet or something. Something fishy. But you know, this is the good thing about having a woman you can see through. Look here, she have something. I don't know what is that. Let me zoom in. Here, what is that? This is her kidney. My wife, she have a kidney. I never thought she have a kidney. Interesting. This is the first time I see a woman, she have something like this. Because I thought, according to the Quran, women, they have testicles here. Because this is where the sperm is coming, according to the Quran. Anyway, let us change the topic. Enough is enough, and Islam is wonderful, and you guys are so jealous from the wisdom and the wise, amazing prophet. His name is Muhammad, the one who made a promise nobody ever before him promised, except the Persian, except many other religions who they have madness about women. He took the word houris from them and he started exaggerating with his fictions. Fictions is good. All of us will like fictions. Why not? You know. And I hope the Muslims will make a video for us or movies about those women who they are see-through. And then we watch the movie and then we say, we don't see any women in the movie. They say, what? We don't see any women in the movie. They see only men. They will say to you, are you stupid or what? Don't you know that you see through? Because we see through, we could not see them. Alhamdulillah. Now we got it. All right. Well, thank you guys for being here. May the Lord bless you all. We have enough for today. I will try to open tomorrow, but I don't promise. But we will be mostly around 4:30. Don't forget, please, guys, to watch the video I made yesterday and download it. It's very important. Share the video with your friends. Doesn't have many views. Sometime I'm doing like very early broadcast, like even 2 a.m. in the morning. All right. So like I finish what I do, I'm working in my books, etc. And then I say, okay, let me make a video to answer some Abdul. So watch the video previously is gone. Always check before to see if there is something new and share it with your friends. So thank you very much for being here. May the Lord bless you all. And until we see you again, as always, let us remember one thing, that here we are challenging the cult of Islam. We are not just debating, because Muslims don't debate really. We challenge them, and always Muslims, they fail. Muslims are copy-paste. Nobody even understands what he is saying. They accuse you with what they have. They accuse you of lying, but they are the one who teach lies. They accuse you of hate, but their book, all of it is about hate. They accuse you of violence, but their prophet is the most aggressive killer, criminal. They accuse you of fornication, but their prophet is the biggest fornicator. They accuse you of being pedophile, but their prophet is a pedophile. They accuse you of slavery, but their prophet is the one who owns slaves, bought slaves, captured slaves. Everything they accuse you with, they are the first to have it. And mostly, you don't even know what they are talking about, which means you don't have what they are saying you have. So they try to throw at you what they have in order to blind you, and you will not be able to see what they have, or not. They will not give you a chance to ask them about the madness of the religion. So a Muslim guy, he'll call you, he says, do you know what the American did? Do you know the white man, he used to own black slaves? Your prophet owned black slaves. And who said to you that the white man was right by doing that? But we have a prophet of God who claimed to be he is from God, and he owned a slave. He is, I can name for you many of them. The most famous one is Bilal. Muhammad, he died, and Bilal is still a slave. Muhammad never freed him. This religion is the kind where, in order not to answer you, I will ask you. This is their strategy. I will ask you before you finish your question, or let's say before you finish your answering my question, I will ask you second question, so you will not have time to ask me. This is how Muslims try to avoid Islam being exposed, but it doesn't work with us. This is why we invite you all to invite your friends always. Join us and be part of this conversation, and feel free anytime you'd like to call me. Everybody is welcome. Usually when we start our program, we welcome Muslims first, but if there's no Muslims, then Christians are welcome to call, or even from other belief. Thank you for being here. May the Lord bless you. Christ is Lord. Islam is false. Amen to that. And see you soon again. Bye-bye.